So, it's getting into early evening. So what are y'all doing?
So it's evening, so we can't really go out right now.
It's early evening. It's not quite to the point where you can't leave, but it will be before too terribly long. So
Jubilee's just sitting at the head of the table, arms crossed, thinking, is there any business anyone needs to attend to?
No.
I do not believe so.
Well, I'm going to go experiment on something, if you will excuse me. And Elena's going to head out somewhere away from the others. She wants to try something.
Elvie's ears slightly perked at the word experiment, but she does not follow. Like, ooh.
Alright. Yael was going to take out her fire staff and move to Hubert. I have had an idea of something I wanted to try.
what might that be?
Did she take out her fire staff already?
Yes.
Alright. She points to it. I want to see if, perhaps, to try and circumvent the potential downsides of strengthening my dark ether. What if I circumvent it by focusing it through this, using it as a kind of... how do I put it?
Catalyst.
Yes.
You can certainly try.
I'm going to. Then Ada will grip it with both hands, and shut her eyes, and try to focus dark ether into it.
Roll the D100.
Alright, let's hope it works.
Random chance, go!
Well, shit.
Oh no, it's the ultimate rule.
Okay. So, you begin trying to focus dark ether through the staff, and for a moment you feel like it's working, but then you feel the magic within the staff flare, and you're certain if you continue you might set the house on fire.
Yeah, she's going to stop that. I should try this in a place that is not full of combustible material.
Why is that?
I just realized that I am messing with a very powerful magic artifact. Oh, if I misuse this, I might cause it to explode.
I see.
What?
What? I merely said I see.
Your tone, it implies something. I'm not sure what it implies, but it implies something.
Implies nothing.
Very well.
You are simply paranoid.
Maybe if you're more obvious with how you felt about things, then I wouldn't have to guess all the time.
I am very obvious.
For you.
I say how I feel all the time.
Lies. Now we'll then start making our way to the room.
Alright. So what's the rest of y'all doing?
Thorgrim's gonna make his way to the old man chair. Because if nobody needs him, he's gonna go take a nap.
Okay.
Galodius thinks that's a good idea and goes off.
Mine! Mine!
Galodius has been taking the sofa anyway. He's bigger. It's bigger, old man chair.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Meanwhile, in the meeting room, Elfie.
Elvie? Like,
Yeah, Elvie.
yes? Can I help you?
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on what the motivation could be of the rival family?
Well, it could be many things. Money, power.
Power is always a possibility, but I don't know. I've just been kind of stuck on why just recently things have been escalating when the incident with me happened a little while ago, a little longer than that.
Hmm. I'm kind of forgive my seeming lack of sympathy for your family situation, but my concern more lies upon the mining operation that I discovered at the library. The
Mining
one that,
operation?
yes, the one that essentially founded the city. The reason that it gained its wealth in the first place.
Well, there goes Jay.
Yep.
Off to his interview.
Oh well.
No, I understand you have no stake in this. I just figured I'd ask another outside view. Maybe it'd bring me some insight.
It's not entirely true. I have as much stake of this in this as you do, just for a different reason. I have less of an emotional attachment, and it's more of a need to help. That my inner researcher is attempting to determine the more logistical reasons for such a conflict.
Oh, it's a shame you to leave there.
You're the one who sent her to her room.
Yeah, I know.
You're the one who almost blew the house up.
Well, I don't know. I,
So in a way, I suppose looking for an outsider's point of view is a good thing, but I'm afraid I cannot offer too much insight because I'm not as familiar with the situation as you are.
I see.
However, should you need anything, I am more than happy to help as long as it does not involve particularly manual labor.
No, of course. Did you want to do more research on the mining?
Yes, I think I would. Are there any
All
books
right.
around here that may assist in that endeavor?
Jubilee will turn to Cogsworth. If at all possible, could you? Sorry, what?
How can I be of assistance?
If at all possible, could you point Miss LV here to any historical or mining books relating to the founding of the country?
The only ones that would be published would be just a basic understanding, one that she's probably already seen. If I want to get more explicit books, I would have to do more explicit things.
No, I... Sorry, cat distraction. Well, I didn't... As long as nobody gets hurt, I suppose that should be alright.
Fine. Hurt. Physically or financially? Because I can promise physically. Financially, on the other hand, these books will be worth quite a shiny piece of platinum.
Surprised they were already taken by now. LV,
Yes?
I leave this decision to you.
Hmm. Well, do you hold any attachment to any of the rival families, or do you wish to see them harmed?
I don't wish to see him physically harmed, but if this were in, say, the possession of someone who is not known for their best behavior, being knocked down a peg is not exactly above me.
Then, I suppose physical harm is not a good idea then. Financial harm, though. If you think that's if you think that is agreeable, then I agree.
Well, there we have it. As long as the materials aren't broken, finances can always be recovered. After all,
Then I shall see what I can do. It will require some snooping, as I will have to find a copy.
if you find anything, please report to Miss LV your findings, as she is the one doing the research.
Of course.
She'll bow her head. Alvarial Gloomhollow. LV Gloomhollow. Alvarial, whichever you wish to call me.
Of course, Madam Gloomhollow.
She will take a spot right here and watch the sun.
Now,
Not looking directly at it.
I cannot promise I will find anything tonight. This will take me some time to do some reconnaissance.
That is perfectly fine.
Wonderful. He then bows to you all and takes his leave.
Hey. If I had to take a guess, Miss Gloomhollow, if the book is in possession of someone who doesn't deserve such a financial burden, it can always be returned as long as we don't do any damage to said item.
Of course.
And if it does belong to someone of ill intent, well, it can be a good bargaining chip for my family.
Indeed. And
what is it they say in your world? Knowledge is power?
knowledge is indeed power. I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah, and as long as no one's actually hurt, I'm actually okay with putting some humility into someone.
Of course.
We see will just look over. That person is humble.
Like I said, if they're humble, then the book will find its way back to them. It'll be less a bargaining chip and more of a we borrowed it for a moment.
Okay.
Again, Jubilee's being genuine if you want to make a check with that, but she's being genuinely honest.
Beastie doesn't think she's lying. She was just asking.
Yeah, look, I understand, Beastie. It's instead of going up to someone and asking or being direct, but sometimes it's better this way.
Beastie thinks about it for a while. Before shrugging.
And knowing Cogsworth, his research will be very in-depth, and he will know for certain the nature of the owner of said book.
Nino gets it. It's just dead wood.
Yeah, it's not what the dead wood itself, but what the ink on it is worth. A recording of histories of people's past events, something we can learn from.
When it happened?
Well, that's part of finding out.
She still looks confused. Let's ask Elf.
No, we don't know everything.
You Elf?
No. I'm just saying we as people don't know everything. That's why we write in books and stuff to share knowledge or record it.
What's a person who wrote book lied?
Well, no way to know unless you do the research and find out for yourself. Find out if they're lying or not.
Find spell, go back in time, and find yourself. She looks to Gloom Hollow. You hear, Elf?
Gloomhollow looks actually slightly distracted and just sort of snaps out of a brief reverie and goes, pardon? Excuse me?
Elf, if me once stab you, you no notice, they'll blade him back.
Well, that's why you're around, isn't it, BC? To make sure no one does that?
No. Panthers stab people all the time.
You did ask me a question, did you not?
Yes. I think. Go back in time
Repeat the
and
question.
find out for self.
I'm afraid I am not of sufficient power to go back in time.
Get power then.
In time, it will require much research.
You get power in time to go back in time. Magic is weird.
Odd conundrum, is it not?
Very. She stands.
Yeah, well,
Well, me gon' go. And go she does. Gonna head out to hang out with her kids.
All right. She's heading off to the other wing.
well, Miss Gloomhall, if you'd like to take a look at any of the books for any other research, if you're free to use them. I'm gonna head somewhere to try to think of things to say and notes to write down.
Very well. I will simply watch the sun. It is very bright today.
Julie nods, then heads around to like this office area to try to see if she can come up with stuff to talk about.
Right. So, I will need to know everyone's activities for the evening, and we'll need you all to settle in your rooms or in the comfiest of chairs, if that is where you intend to sleep.
Well, BC, I guess we'll try and get some training in. It'll,
Okay.
I don't know. I forget what friggin' scroll she was working on. I guess she'll just try and make another healing word. Oh wait, no, it's fuck, I don't remember. Something that caused the black hole. It was something with teleportation. Teleportation circle scroll. There we go. She'll try with that again.
Okay, roll a Arcana. Okay, You're making progress. You're feeling good about how far along you're making it.
Nice.
Okay. And Beastie? You
Yes.
said she was trying to train before bed?
Yep.
Okay. And Thorgrim and Gloomhollow, what are they doing?
Thorgrim is gonna probably end up falling asleep in his in the old man chair, and Gloomhollow is going to watch the sun set and then return to her room.
Okay. Whenever Gloomhollow is done looking upon the sun, she will need to be moseying to her bed.
Yep, just when the sun sets, so I can just put her in her room right now, or if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and do that, because after I get what Scalodius and Jubilee do, they will be heading to their respective sleeping spots as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jubilee and Scalodius.
Scalodius, again, after maybe old man talks about kids, orphanage, and biological in Thorgrim's case, will settle down in the couch.
Talking about kiddos, talking about the old days.
Yep, old men talk.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Jubilee's just kind of poring over notes, trying to think of what to do, and probably will actually fall asleep at the desk chair.
So she's sleeping at the desk.
Yeah.
Okay. We will need a con save from you at some point through the night to see if you got a restful amount of sleep, otherwise you get exhaustion. That's okay.
Alright.
Let's see. I need everyone except Beastie to roll me a perception check with disadvantage. Because you are all asleep.
Snap.
Well, not bad for Jubilee, considering.
Okay. Thorgrim's a snoring.
And this...
Oops, that was Beastie.
Wow. Scalodius got just as good, and he's got a way worse plus.
Alright. So, about halfway through the night, that's as funny as this, Thorgrim and Elvi do not notice it. Oh, wait. Wait.
Elvi got a 13.
Okay, yeah, Elvi did not notice it. Thorgrim did not notice it.
Yep.
However, Jubilee, Adelsarday, and Scalodius, as the night goes on, you all begin hearing what sounds like shuffling feet in the hallways.
Well, it'll get up out of bed. Look to Hubert. Did you hear that?
I did.
Hill's going to open the door and peek out.
You did not see anything.
She's gonna slip on her invisibility goggles.
Alright. As you slip on the goggles, and look down the hallway to your left, over here, you see a humanoid figure go around the corner, but you don't get to make out what they were, as it's too far out of range of your dark vision.
It will gesture for Hubert to get closer.
Hubert will do so.
She will then dimension door with Hubert here.
I guess in the meantime, Scalodius woke up and just shakes Thorgrim awake, but just putting a finger to his lips,
What?
and then points to his ears.
Okay.
See if he can hear the things.
He could not, because he failed his perception check.
Well, I'm waking him up and giving him another chance to, but just like something, kind of like silently signaling him something's up.
What's going on? Is something up?
Skillos nods and then points to wherever they should go, like looking around the corner.
Thorgrim will slowly get up out of his chair then.
I'm guessing we might see them down the hall, but otherwise we don't see anything else.
It is pitch black, and I'm fairly certain you both only have 60 feet of dark vision.
That is fair.
So you wouldn't even see Aiden.
To say it does. I don't even know if Skolios even has dark vision.
Speaking of Adel, roll a perception check for me.
Oh boy.
Yep. Skolios is completely blind. Good thing I woke up the dwarf.
All right.
I'll be your eyes.
Adel, you look up and down the hallway, and you don't see anything before Hubert goes, "Do you hear chanting?"
Uh-oh.
Does she hear chanting now?
No, you do not.
I don't hear anything.
It sounded as if someone cast a spell.
From where?
Gosh.
I think it was to the room on the right.
Yeah, we'll go and see.
Okay. You look around. You don't see anything.
Huberts,
Yes.
can you dispel magic?
Huh. This has been the first time. Let's see. Hubert dispel magic.
It's usually Jubilee's thing.
No, I cannot.
What the hell can she do here?
Throw a fireball into the room. It's fine.
Meanwhile, Jubilee is trying to listen around, see if she can't hear anything else.
Okay, roll perception.
Normal this time?
Yep. From the other room through the hallway, you think you hear Adel and Hubert talking.
But that's it?
Yep.
Julie will then, I guess, start trying to make her way down the hallway.
Okay. You walk along. Eventually, you see Thorgrim and Scalodius. Scalodius looks like he can't see jack shit.
They just suddenly see a pair of glowing eyes in the middle of the dark. Scalodius is freaked out, but I'm pretty sure Thorgrim knows who it is.
Yeah, I can see your outline, so I know it's you.
Scalodius looks like he's like breathing hard because he almost had a heart attack.
It's fine. It's fine.
Is he okay? Yes. I'm quite alright. Just a little startled is all. Well, I hear Adel and Hubert, so follow me, and we'll start making our way down the hallway.
Making
my way.
down the hall.
Can I move both of them at the same time? Oh my god, I can.
Yeah, if you highlight them both and start moving them.
A little late or slash early to be wandering around. Was everything all right?
Someone was here and was casting a spell. And now they're
I
gone.
thought I heard something.
Roll perception.
Great, I have
Was
friggin' perception.
that me or
That's
him?
a terrible at.
Anybody who can theoretically hear the room.
I can hear everything.
I don't hear shit.
It's too early for all this.
I have lost my mouse for some reason. The fuck? Oh, there we go.
Alright,
Yeah.
so, Jubilee, you actually hear slow, methodical footsteps in this room. The person is moving to try not to be heard. You presume they're invisible.
What? But she's.
Oh, what's do I hear exactly the area they're in?
No, you just hear the footsteps.
Okay. Hubert,
Yeah.
you and Scolius block the door. Scolius, hearing that, will move to help body block the door. As Jubilee
And Adel,
will
Yes.
you roll Arcana. Go ahead, Chaos.
Well, useless.
So, Adel, as the fairy fire drops and
Wait,
you
I-
realize
Oh, okay.
why Jubilee is doing this, you take off the goggles and you look at them. Their magical effects have been dispelled temporarily, as if somebody has cast Dispel Magic on it.
Oh,
they turned off your goggles.
Okay. Where did Jubilee place her cube?
I'm trying to show, but the thing is being nutty right now.
Oh, Scorp.
Well, so my current job is at waste management.
Okay. Are you having fun?
I am. My skin, not so much. It likes to burn right above my last burn.
I'm gonna have it dropped so it covers.
But the end time
Like-
is in time for D&D.
Like this area.
Okay. But you drop the fairy fire and it spreads through the room, lighting it up with various different lights, but you don't see anything.
Let's see.
I'll quickly drop another to get this area then.
As you
Kind of
do,
just doing a whole sweep.
as you do, you all hear a soft snap, and your spell fails.
Okay, so what the fuck did I miss? Why are we sweeping a room with fairy fire?
Invisible
person in the
people.
room.
Oh,
Can
you guys
cast
not
magic.
try detect magic?
We know
Detect
someone's
magic.
there.
Detect magic won't show you where they are. It will simply
Or-
tell you that there's magic in the room.
Or, you know, the glasses that
Those
it all
have
has?
That
Those
was
have
the
been-
They just build them.
What?
If you cast
They
dispel
accounted
magic,
for that.
if you cast dispel magic on a magic item, it loses its magical properties for a while.
Unfortunate.
So
And-
the second time I did it, they
Dispel-
counterspelled me.
As far as you are aware.
Jubilee, can we dispel the spell magic?
That sounds redundant.
Silly, but theoretically yes.
No, you cannot.
No, I cannot. However, I do know the person in here is a magic user, and they just counterspelled me.
Great.
Okay,
That doesn't
that
help.
limits what they are.
It doesn't help when they can potentially teleport out of here. Great. Now what the
Instead
hell?
of 9 classes, we have 8.
Hold on. She's going to ask Hubert to listen to try and see where exactly they are.
Hubert will listen for a while, and eventually said, I don't know. They are not moving, thus they are not making sound.
Alright then.
Jubilee will walk into the room and say, I implore you to give yourself up now, and we can come to a peaceful conclusion. There's no need for any fighting or anyone to get hurt.
Adel says, fuck that fairy fire.
That was a misclick, don't worry about that.
I love how they have fairy fire, and it's not even a fire damage spell.
It's not a damaging spell.
Still fire.
So you're not actually casting that?
She is not, no.
Okay. Jubilee, you get no reply.
You know,
I really implore you to come out, because the alternate problem is I'd have to send one of the strong guys in, and they're not going to be as gentle as I am.
Jubilee already did one here, right? Yes?
I kind of did it more upper, so it was more like... Oh, dang it. It was more like in the upper areas. It's hard to do measurements on this thing, but it was like more this. And when I tried to do it in the lower area where the arrow's pointing, that's when it got counterspelled, so...
Let's
Alright,
see. So
she is going to...
Hold on. Gosh.
Okay.
This is where Jubilee's was.
What?
It's a 20-foot cube.
I thought she put in the center, though.
That's where they were originally going to put it, but then he changed his mind and put it elsewhere, sweeping more like here. But that's where the first one was.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Hard to measure these things with the way this thing snaps sometimes.
Have you tried throwing a bomb in the room?
Ayo has considered it, but she doesn't want to set the house on fire.
Tauntaun even showed up to your...
Oh. Would Tauntaun have been in the area?
No, because you weren't here whenever I demanded perception checks. You're off in the study.
Doing?
Sleeping.
Sleeping? Okay.
I don't know what to do. I can't think.
What a shame. I have a whole bunch of ideas I could do this and can't be counterspelled because it's not a spell.
Sure. Roll perception.
Ooh.
Disadvantage again?
You can roll advantage since they're right outside the door.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear them.
Raptor Tauntaun.
You roll perception.
No clue where Ophi is.
Ophi's in the other wing.
Ah, okay.
That's where
Ophi doesn't care. Ophi out here dreaming about cute boys.
cute boys and hot fish.
No, cute boys and giant fish that he gets to fight.
Alright, so yeah. You can be considered awake now as well.
Okay.
He'll look around inside before just subtly casting, but not firing. She's holding it, fireball. And she
If you cast it, you have to fire it.
Alright, then never mind then.
Well,
I guess she'll just
You have an intruder.
cast fire, fairy fire. I guess.
are you gonna cast it in the box I'm making?
What? Are you casting another one?
I was thinking about it, but I was just doing
If you
measuring.
fire 2 fairy fires, they can only counterspell 1.
Well, Adel is subtly casting her, so that can't be countered anyway.
I mean, it can if it goes into an anti-magic field.
Here.
That's not being countered, though. It just doesn't take effect.
We know that's not happening.
Fair.
So you want to drop yours here, Adel. Okay.
I can't help but feel that we are now playing Minesweeper.
We are.
Kind of are.
In a way.
Meanwhile, with the square I made, I'm gonna do mine at a higher level and see if I can trip him up that way. 5th level.
You don't need to.
Oh, never mind.
Because in Adel's Fairy Fire, as the lights shine, suddenly Riki's form will appear with her looking wide-eyed at you all.
Adel will just stare at Ricky.
She is currently holding a pillow.
Until you do it, here, Ricky.
It's mine. I need it.
Huh?
Why did you dispel the magic on my goggles?
So you wouldn't see me and take the pillow.
Why would I take the
Why are you taking a pillow?
I need it.
For what?
I just need it.
Insight check.
Yep.
Riki, are you going to kill someone with the pillow?
No.
Okay, that's enough I need. Now she can keep the pillow.
I mean, I don't mind giving her the pillow, but I just want to know why.
Does it matter?
Is it a
She's not killing
security
anyone with it.
Oh my god. Adel, female intuition has taken over.
So, Elvie and Jubilee, you have a
That's-
feeling
That's
What?
actually Thorgrim.
Thorgrim has a +7 to his insight?
Yes, he does.
Fatherly instincts.
Okay, so Thorgrim and Jubilee, you get the feeling that she doesn't actually know why she needs it. Whereas Adel, you have a feeling that she is currently running on instinct. She's not thinking logically. She's doing all of this based on an instinct in the back of her mind. Which is why she
Jeez.
can't express why she needs it.
An instinct for what?
You don't know that much.
Anton found out it's not murder, so he doesn't really care now.
Okay,
Who
on
doesn't
a
want to care
on a
about-
whim, on a hunch. Riki, are you collecting pillows?
No?
You have
You
a
know-
desire to build a horde.
I'm collecting this one, but this is the only one I've gotten.
Ricky,
Yes.
Did you want to get another?
are you pregnant?
What?
She just blinks and tilts her head to this. I don't know.
Are your feet swollen?
She blinks and just looks down at her little kobold feet. No?
Well, then, probably not.
And Adel, as you approach, she actually gets defensive and like holds the pillow away from you.
Adel is just going to look at her. Is there a way that she can tell if she's actually pregnant?
How much do you know about kobold physiology?
0.
No.
Julie just turns to Hubert. Hubert, go get me another pillow for a moment. I want to see something.
Hubert will walk into the nearest room and return with a pillow.
Julie will take it and kind of walk up to her and just kind of hold the pillow out, see if she wants to take it.
Riki continues being protective of the pillow that she has.
Hubert, please go.
So you don't want another?
I want this one.
Hey, Elvie, I got a question. Elvie?
Yes.
Wow, why the sadness?
Because I said yes twice.
We didn't.
I didn't hear the first time.
None of us did.
Yeah, we legitimately did not hear you answer the
Oh.
first time.
Well, I said it twice.
Elvie's just really tired because she got woken up in the middle of the night.
So, has she ever been pregnant before? Has she ever just wanted to collect a pillow before?
Who, Riki?
Yeah.
Not to my knowledge.
Would the small
This
child know more?
Elvie, you've actually probably studied kobolds quite a bit in your time in Crestfall, so go ahead and roll a history for me.
History? Okay. I assumed it'd be in nature.
I mean, it could be, but history is more you're trying to recall from books you've read. Nature would be if you were trying to look Riki over and figure it out yourself.
Memory check.
So, Elvie, as you sit there and ponder, you do become aware that in a book you read at one point, when kobolds get to the point where they are ready to reproduce, they enter a brooding stage where they collect various materials to build a nest.
So she's not pregnant yet, is what you're telling me.
Oh my god.
It's breeding season, though.
Oh my god, she might be getting ready to... Oh my.
What is it, Grandmama?
Well, she's not pregnant. But, as the saying goes, 'tis the season.
He'll
To
just,
be horny?
It's mating season.
Hale's just
In a
going
way,
to-
yes.
Hale's just going to stare for a while. Then she's going to dispel her fairy fire, and it's just going to and it's just going to start heading back to her room. Oh, congratulations on your future, Riki. I'm sure Squib will be proud.
I'm glad me and you both think it's Squib.
Jubilee just kind of leans down and pets Riki on the head. You can keep the pillow, just ask next time.
It's mine.
She's gonna. Yep, yeah, it's yours. Yeah. And Jubilee's gonna actually go find a comfortable place to lay down tonight. Going to the room.
Wordlessly adjourning back to room. Wordlessly going back to old man chair.
The priest was too stunned to move.
Riki will stand there for a second before running up to you, Scalodius, grabbing your scarf and sprinting away with it.
I just.
So adorable. I'm
I
gonna
usually
feel
don't
really bad
mind.
for you guys when the other child ends up in this. You guys are probably gonna get fucked then.
Oh, Draco, give me strength.
I'm waiting for the wisdom save.
The skill assistant goes, oh, screw it. Ares 2, give me strength.
Bring me into your fights.
Fuck you, you're not one of mine. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't giving you shit.
I need to find out if they have a bar around here.
Not one that you have access to, given how late it is.
Getting
I
too old
have
for this.
liquor. If you're fine
You don't
giving
try-
the glasses.
If you don't try anything with me, sure. I am not dealing with this tonight.
I prefer my targets fully conscious.
Skillius will be on the search for some glasses, and I guess we'll have some drinks with Tauntaun then.
Alright.
Although do be prepared to give the glasses to Patterson. He likes wearing them.
I am not drunk enough for this.
You're about to be. Can I call Cogsworth? Or Codsworth, or whatever his name is?
You can try.
Is there a bell anywhere? Ring-a-ding-ding.
Not as far as you can see.
Cogsworth, Butler Man.
How can I help you?
Fuck Christ!
Butler man.
You are lucky I don't have a strength stat. However, me and the priest would like whatever the strongest alcohol is in here. Also, you might end up losing a whole bunch of things around the house. The kobold's gone heat season.
Yes, we've been keeping an eye on her, but she has not proven to be problematic as of yet.
She never is. She's an adorable little thing. Cute, fun to be around. A bit terrifying at times if her emotions get out of whack.
Well, I would recommend the Dragonfire whiskey, he says, pulling a bottle from under his coat. And as he does, he shows it to you, and etched on the front is a red dragon with flame spewing from its mouth and curling up. As he
That'll do nicely.
Also, I have another question.
Yes.
What are the chances of you being able to teach Patterson how to buttle like you?
He looks to the skeleton, looks him over, and says, highly unlikely. My skills have been procured over years of service and practice and training. While I could teach him, certainly, it would not be a quick thing.
How long would it take for the basics?
Years.
Crap. Yeah, well. I always have Hubert to rely on for that as well.
Now, how would you like it? How would you like your whiskey served? Would you
No,
like it
please.
straight? Well, allow me to finish what I was saying. Would you like it straight, on the rocks, or mixed with your favored fruit juice?
Ooh. What kind of
Mixing-
fruit juices you got?
What kind of fruit juice would you like?
I have always been partial to the papaya.
He will immediately pull out another bottle from his coat and offer it to you.
Ooh. Perfect.
I'll
I
just
would
have mine on the rocks.
I would, if that is what you wish, but I warn you, it is very strong, if not diluted.
I shall sip carefully.
He will then pull out 2 glasses, offering one to each of you. He will put ice in both glasses, and then for Tauntaun specifically, he pours in the fruit juice first, and then a shot of the whiskey. For you, Scalodius, he puts in the ice, puts in the whiskey, and the ice immediately melts before he sets the bottle on the desk and says, "Drink safely, my friends." And he heads out of the room.
Thank you.
I love this house. If it weren't for the fact that she's into Hubert, I'd try marrying her myself.
Alright, so, if you two are going to drink, Tauntaun, you get to make a con save. Scalodius, you make a con save with disadvantage.
Even if he's sipping slowly?
Yes.
Alright,
Because
fair enough.
Tauntaun specifically asked for the strongest thing in here.
Fortunately,
He always goes for the
Skillis is
strongest.
very good at con saves.
Tauntaun isn't.
Meanwhile, Hubert is forcing Jubilee to sleep on the bed. And Scalodius...
Well, the bed would be.
Scalodius, it burns as it goes down. And it's a very intense burning sensation, but it's a very nice one. Tauntaun, you
Like a
get
light.
drunk. You get drunk almost on contact, and you also take 8 points of fire damage. Ugh.
Tauntaun suddenly on fire for half a second. Huh.
Am I even going to
I don't
have a
know, teammate
talking
barks out.
partner at this point, or is he just going to be out?
I mean, he's just drunk. He's not blackout drunk, so he can still talk.
He's just going to be sipping very, very slowly.
Like you should have done.
First off, I don't do that when I do mixed drinks. I chug that shit. I also chug my margaritas, so
You're also an alcoholic.
it's only alcoholism if it's a problem.
So, let's see if anything else of note happens through the evening.
Had an explosion. Aries showing up.
And nothing else of note occurs during the evening. So, the night goes on and continues without any other interruptions. I need D100s from everyone except Scalodius and Tauntaun.
Oh, okay.
Because you two are
okay.
waking up last, regardless.
Fair enough.
I will be right back while you roll.
Let's see if Ophi wakes up on crack again. He doesn't.
Nope. It's meth.
No, I'm fairly certain meth would wake him up very quickly, too. Oh, God. Now I'm awake. But yeah, the new job is over at the waste management landfill near me. And I have very good job security because of how windy it is. Because all my job is walk around the 10 acres of this landfill and pick up loose trash and put it in a bag.
Good for you, man.
And with how windy it is, there's always trash. Not to mention, I get to just freely take overtime whenever I want.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ,
I'm
the
the only
smell.
laborer. It actually doesn't smell as bad over there. We don't keep actual garbage in that landfill. That goes over to our 400 acre over in, I want to say it's the Grey Wolf location. I think that's what we call it.
Hmm.
Just is all we take over on my end is construction shit.
Alright, I'm
So-
back.
You dig a hole anywhere in that landfill, you're finding shingles. Or a stump.
Alright, so looks like Adel and Jubilee are waking up first.
Ooh.
Sorry, currently working on something that's not cooperating.
And what of you, Phenom?
She will start getting up out of bed. Start
As
doing
you-
some stretches.
As you get up, when you look over at Hubert, you see him sitting on one half of the couch with the other half of the couch missing its cushion.
What?
Riki's been in there.
Did she manage to sneak up on you, or did you let it happen?
He did not sneak up on me. I simply did not stop her.
Right.
She didn't sneak up on me. I didn't stop her. It was too adorable.
She'll continue doing her stretches.
I felt it would cause too much of a ruckus to prevent her from taking the couch cushion.
You aren't wrong. I guess we're going to be dealing with the daughter of a shard of something.
We could, of course, stop her.
Why would we do that?
Do you want to deal with a child?
I don't deal with it.
Jubilee sits up. We already deal with Tauntaun, so.
I said child, not a man thing.
Well, we also
Jubilee-
deal with Ophi, so...
Ophi is a teenager.
I'd argue Ophi's a step up from Tauntaun.
If we were going to be considering anyone a child, I would say Panther.
Not even Patterson? Patterson's only like 2 at best. Actually, no, he'd be 1 at best.
Jubilee, then rousing from the rest of her sleep, just goes, "Where's the other half of the couch?"
The kobold took it.
Oh.
I love the way that Jubilee said that, and the fact that Hubert did not go, she took the cushion. No, it's just half the couch just gone.
Jubilee was still waking
Tore
up.
it in half.
Oh, maybe we'll pick up Bertie and then we'll just fold arms. So now what?
Hopefully, Riki hasn't gotten into too much trouble. 'Cause last thing I need is another thing to go wrong before this meeting happens.
I was referring to the meeting.
Oh no, I still can't figure out why, so I might just have to wing it, because unfortunately, when I fell asleep at the test last night, I came up with 0 ideas for talking points, so
You didn't ask your
winging it is.
You didn't ask your fiance about what he might have heard from his father.
Jubilee just slowly face palms.
Yeah, yes, Jubilee. You should know that proper marriages have good communication.
Good communication, safe words, and a whole lot of whatever the fuck he does.
Well, it's too late to do it now.
Well, meeting hasn't happened yet, so maybe there's still a shot, but
And go contact him and ask him what his father has to say. Either that or
when
contact
you-
someone from his family who would be willing to talk to you.
could you come with me, Adel?
Me? Very well.
I need something to ground me so I don't get distracted.
Distracted by what?
You took the words out of my mouth, my lady.
So I don't get flustered, is that a better way to put it?
Flustered by what?
Just looks between the two of them. You're doing this on purpose.
Doing what on purpose? We are simply trying to gain insight into what you are referring.
There's something about he has a way with his words, and it can really distract me, okay?
Arrow just gives Hubert a sidelong glance and looks back to Jubilee. I see. Very well. I will go with you.
If it's not just me there, maybe I can glean something different.
He did not seem that flirtatious to me, so how he was that distracting is a bit beyond me. And she'll pick up Bertie and puts him in her cape's pocket.
As you pick up Birdie, he holds up his 2 front legs as if going, whee!
You are an adorable creature.
And since he's in your pocket, I'm just gonna move him to the GM layer.
Yeah, that's why I put him in the pocket so you don't have to worry about it.
I guess the 3 of us then make our way to the other side.
Before that, Thorgrim, I give you an honorary 50 on your wake up.
Hooray! Honorary 50. Thorgrim will yawn, stretch, and get up. And he'll just, without really thinking about it, kind of wander his way to the dining hall.
Hello, Thorgrim. Hubert says
Hubert.
as he and the ladies come out of the room.
Hello.
Hello, Hubert. Hello, ladies. How are y'all doing today?
I'm fine.
And do we have any idea on the agenda today?
Jubilee is going to attempt to not get distracted.
By
Row.
two in particular?
One.
Her fiance. She claims he has a silver tongue that woos her.
Not surprised. Morning,
Not
Julie.
surprised. Morning.
Yeah. Not surprised.
Julie doesn't know why, but she feels shame after hearing that part.
Feel shame after hearing which part.
That here's Thorgrim's not surprised. Am I really that bad?
Yes.
You're not bad, Jubilee.
No. You know, some people have ways of easily swaying us.
Starting to think I just have a real bad weakness to drow.
Probably.
Don't you have the same weakness to strong women?
I mean, we all have a type.
I'll remember that the next time you need to talk to that angel.
As you all talk, Ophi and Beastie will come up the stairs to join you, as they practically rolled the same thing on their wake up.
Off we go, zoomy, 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 zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, they're over there.
Yeah, they came up the stairs.
Neither of them know about Riki's situation either. It's hilarious.
Hello, dwarf
Okay.
and elves.
Not an elf.
Dancing.
Close enough.
I mean, you're dating an elf.
Hello,
Doesn't that make you
Goblin.
elf by proxy?
No.
Not how that works.
I mean, I'm an orc and a goblin by proxy.
Still not how that works.
I'm not dating them. They're just the people that raised me. So by proxy, that's what I am.
Ophi, if Thorgrim was the one who raised me as my father, that would still not make me a dwarf.
But
I
you
mean,
know
yes,
all
I
the
would know
things.
dwarf. Yes, but that does not. But that still does not make me a dwarf.
That's
You
why you
treat you
say
like
dwarf
one,
by
but-
proxy. You just become a tall dwarf.
That's not how.
Julie just kind of sighs and. This is really not the morning to be getting distracted.
What do you mean? Distractions are great. Unless you're fishing, you gotta take fishing seriously. You never know when a giant sea monster's gonna pop up and then you gotta wrestle it to the ground to eat it.
How were you raised by Zardak and you are still this feral?
I like fishing and I like punching marine life. Especially sharks.
None of those statements answered my question.
Beastie just has a big grin on her face.
I think your answer's just staring you right in the face right now. Hubert points at Beastie.
And around this time, Scalodius and Tauntaun, you two would be waking up.
Ugh.
Well then.
And as you two wake up, you look over and you just see Patterson with his jaw open, dumping what's left of the whiskey down into his gullet.
He doesn't have a gullet.
He's drinking.
He is, quote unquote, drinking the rest of the bottle of the Dragonfire whiskey.
Is the whiskey just spilling onto the carpet?
Roll perception.
Better not be. That's pretty expensive carpet.
Both a very expensive whiskey.
No.
The fuck? You actually hear the priest say that. The fuck?
He's retaining liquid.
You know what? I'm not gonna question it.
But
Probably
he
a
has
nice
no
ability.
internal organs.
I'm pretty sure you're the one who should be questioning it.
You should be questioning it the most.
Tauntaun's just gonna get up. I'm not questioning that.
10 days later. Albertus, why is Patterson being fucking weird?
I didn't hear no bell.
Let's go get some
Nope.
hangover food.
Skelos is just noping out of this. Nope, 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 nope. And he walks back the whole group just saying nope, 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 nope,
Priest, what's
Patterson and Tauntaun go by.
nope, nope,
Patterson
nope,
just
nope.
chugging and drinking.
Oh no, he drank the entire bottle. It's gone now.
Aw. But
Great.
the idea of him just walking past everyone, not spilling a drop of liquor and just continuing on.
Priest, why are you noping?
He's long gone.
Oh, that would be
You
because
just
the
hear a
skeleton can
distant
drink.
nope, 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 nope.
Beastie blank.
It just fades out.
Then she'll go in front of Patterson.
Hello.
She'll try and lift up his shirt,
He doesn't wear a shirt.
lift up
Yeah.
his armor.
Okay, you lift up his armor.
What's underneath there?
Bones.
You have never seen her look more perplexed. She'll look to Patterson.
Patterson will look back.
Bones.
Patterson.
She'll just give him the water. Drink it.
Patterson will take it, look it over, and then look at you.
Drink it.
He doesn't seem to understand.
She opens her mouth. Open, like this.
Patterson will stare at you before turning over the water skin and pouring water into your mouth.
Beastie drinks the water, opens mouth, immediately waterboarded.
Beastie is going to hop up onto Patterson's chest and will take the water, and then will pour it down his throat.
As soon as you are no longer on the ground and preventing him from walking forward, he is walking forward with you as you pour water down his mouth.
But it's
Is
not
it
Thinking
spilling
a
out
trail of water.
Yeah, is there a trail of water now?
Roll perception, everybody who actually watches Patterson walk off. No. There is no trail of water.
Kofi's just going to turn to the other four and just go, is that normal?
No.
No.
He doesn't have organs. What is going on?
I think we have to kill him.
He's already dead.
Tauntaun, I'm not questioning this because he can play the trombone. Motherfucker doesn't even have lungs. Or lips.
What was it that Albertus said? That if we're not careful with him, he's going to become some powerful evil being that we will have to destroy.
I mean, Tauntaun remembers exactly what he said, and that was just to not give him organic material. Because then he becomes a problem.
Which you have left him unsupervised for several days, so there's no telling what shenanery he's gotten into.
It's fine!
Fucking
He
hate
only
you.
learned a new language and can apparently drink now.
Here
He's just one of the boys!
let's keep an eye on him. If he starts taking organic material, just tell me.
To be fair, he's kind of been doing that before. He got fish bones.
Do you want me to handle the situation if I catch him?
No, tell me.
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Jill then looks at Jubilee. Well,
Feel like I need a whole bottle of wine just to deal with all these situations.
maybe
Just starts walking.
As you
Patterson makes a great start to the day.
as you say this, Jubilee, Codsworth will seemingly appear offering you a bottle of wine.
I heard somebody needed wine.
Thank you. And just takes the bottle.
Ada will take it from Jubilee.
Breakfast.
Hey,
breakfast is waiting for you all in the common area.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
And
you.
as he says this, he will pull a flask out from under his jacket, open it, and take a swig.
Been
What
one of those
drinker
nights, huh?
Oh no, I was just thirsty.
As you were.
Was that blood in there?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
I see. I didn't know you were a vampire.
Only half.
Very well.
He's a Harflin.
Up here.
And the unfortunate thing of being half vampire is I still need to drink blood on occasion. Luckily, there are several places where I can get donated blood.
I'm glad that is the case. And she'll hand him back the wine bottle. Here you go.
Hey, that's
He will,
mine.
he will take it before immediately holding it back out to Jubilee and says, I'm sorry, but she asked for it. If you wish to keep it from her, that is fine, but it is my duties to ensure that she gets what she requests.
Thank you.
Proceeds to pull out another 7 wine bottles.
If he takes it, it'll take it away from her again.
Jubilee just pouts.
Well, Jubilee, let's get you some food and then let's get you to your fiance.
All right. To the dining hall, I suppose. I'm gonna wrestle that bottle away from you later.
You can drink it when you're not going to be potentially distracted while trying to gain information about the enemy.
Jubilee just says nothing to this.
Hubert is currently holding the bottle and goes, strawberry wine. Rather interesting.
Oh, and he got my favorite too.
Oh, he'll start eating breakfast.
Okay.
He's got Lloyd that says the 1,000-yard stare while he's eating.
Beastie is still trying to get Patterson to drink.
He did not resist. He was still drinking.
Alright, while he's drinking, she will look down his shirt, well, armor, and see where the water is going.
Okay. Roll perception.
Alright, let's see.
Imagine if it just went right back into the water skin.
Alright, so as you look down his armor, you notice that it's not actually going down what would be his neck, meaning it's never actually making it to the armor.
What, so it just disappears?
It goes in his mouth, but not any further.
Beastie will then take the water away and look in his mouth.
Okay, roll perception.
Okay. Nothing.
You look into his mouth, and you see a small fleshy tendril retreat into his skull.
She is
What
going
the
to stare. And just keep on staring. And then we'll look at Patterson.
Patterson will pat your head for as long as you stare.
Which hand is he patting with, though? He's got 4.
All of them.
Full body pat.
She looks at Taunton. Spindley, why does your son have a tongue?
I'm sorry, he has a hoosie. What now?
He has a tongue.
Patterson?
Hello?
Show me your tongue she speaks of.
What'd you say exactly?
Show me your tongue that she speaks of.
Patterson will stare at you. He doesn't know what a tongue is.
Hmm. Tauntaun's going to stretch out his tongue and then point to it. This is a tongue.
Patterson will point at your tongue.
Okay, now show me yours.
Patterson will continue pointing at yours.
Tauntaun's going to put his tongue back in his mouth and make it normal size again. Beastie, could you describe exactly what you saw?
Big, long tentacle thingy that went inside the skull.
Okay, that's not really a tongue. Although
Like
it is.
snake.
I guess technically the tongue is a tentacle. It has all the same muscles as a tentacle.
Yes.
Just different shape.
Still tongue.
No, tongues have specific things that make them not a tentacle.
Yes, short. But snakes have long tongues. And it looked like tentacle.
No, Beastie, it is called saliva. And taste buds.
She'll look up at Patterson.
Hello.
She'll then try and, hold his skull and pull it off. Just pop.
Alright. Roll an acrobatics.
Oh yeah, that's right.
she's
Every
gone
time
for
his
a
skull's
trip.
gone.
Alright. So as you attempt to pull off his skull, suddenly all four arms grab you, lift you over his head, and throw you into the floor. No.
Beastie's gonna get up. Oh. Challenge accepted. She's gonna try again.
Patterson, as you stand up, will take the dash action and run away from you.
She'll chase.
Patterson, come here.
Pretty sure she's faster than him.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing today.
Have fun.
Unfortunately, I don't think I will be able to.
Why is that?
Beastie's involved.
You
And?
don't like the goblin.
Well, it's not about not liking the goblin, it's just a matter of wrangling her and Patterson's going to be a very hard thing to do.
Well, I'm gonna ask that you please do it.
Fine, but I'm taking the giant minotaur to help.
Go ahead. If you can wrestle him out of Ricky's grasp.
I didn't say squib.
I know what you said.
I said the giant minotaur.
Who does not leave squibs to the side, yes.
There is no Minotaur here, Tauntaun.
Then what's the dude that's giant with the horns and the cigar?
That's a tiefling.
Oh, him. I thought you meant...
Oh, you mean Garmin?
I thought he was a minotaur.
No.
No.
No, he's a tiefling like me.
No,
He's
like
just
I,
just
as
really
the player,
big.
thought he was a minotaur this entire time.
No.
I described him as a tiefling when he was first introduced.
I wasn't
He is
fucking
part
here for
werewolf,
that.
though.
Yeah, you were.
Shut up, I don't remember this. Thereby, I was not here for this.
Ophi punched him in the face.
No, Ophi kicked the gun out of his hand and then got absolutely fucking pistol whipped.
Ah, so you do remember.
No, I remember that one because it was kind of funny.
Still there, then.
I just don't remember him being described as a tiefling.
Out of the way.
All I remember is him aiming a gun at someone.
When done with breakfast, they all look to Jubilee.
Everyone finished their breakfasts, I assume?
Yeah. Do you know where Garmin is?
You can ask Cogsworth to try to radio his location.
Could you do that for me, Codsworth?
Codsworth will pull out a small device and speak into it, and he will wait for a few minutes and goes, "He's not responding. Most likely he is busy."
How are you in the
Well-
strength department?
I am not very strong, sir.
Fuck.
Just take Scalodius with you, Tauntaun. I've got things to do, and Jubilee will leave. And Skill's like, wait, what?
Well, you heard her, priest. Come on, we got a goblin to wrangle. Skeleton's a bit easier. Bye, Scalodius!
Just black and
Everybody
white.
pretty much leaves. Just
Black and white.
ting.
Who can say where the road goes?
Hubert's just like, that's not my problem.
Not my problem. Don't worry, Scalodius, I only need you to wrangle the goblin. I can handle the skeleton because more or less you'll listen to my orders.
Oh,
I just need the goblin to leave him alone.
we lost the DM. Oh, there he is.
What do you mean? We didn't lose the DM. The DM lost us.
It was lost in roll 20.
Alright, so it's Tauntaun and Scalodius, Jubilee, Adelsarday, and Hubert, and is Thorgrim and Elvie pairing up with anybody? Or are they just vibing?
Pairing up for what exactly? I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
Tauntaun and Scalodius are hunting down Beastie and Patterson. Adelsarday and Jubilee are going to go talk to Jubilee's fiance.
Okay.
Ophi is going to the docks, where he's been constantly going.
Elvie's gonna stay and do some research using the library or using the books in the dining hall, and I guess Thorgrim's just gonna lounge about.
Hey.
Thorgrim, do you want to help
Mission.
us wrangle things?
Not really. Why?
Well, I mean, you and Scalodius are probably needed for Beastie,
Well,
and depending on what Patterson does, it might need all three of us.
Ah, fuck. Really?
Yeah, apparently he's growing flesh.
What?
Yeah, so I have tests I need to run. Unfortunately, BC has chased him off.
Well, fine. Whatever. I'll go with him then. Fine.
Awesome. In return, I'll buy you dwarven drinks at the bar.
Deal.
Off we go. Into the wild blue yonder, lost again. Son of a bitch. No? Nobody?
Hold on,
Nobody
I'm
for the
doing-
Air Force theme?
I'm doing stuff, so I cannot respond.
I was just trying to figure out where the son of a bitch came from.
That's how the theme goes. It's here we go into the wild blue yonder, lost again. Son of a bitch.
That's not how the song.
I never said it was the official Air Force song. It's the comedian one. Much like how I believe it's the Navy is, let's go get laid, my boys. Let's go get laid. Which is the correct one. But then there's another one that just goes Popeye the Sailor Man.
What?
Do none of you guys watch Seamus? Or
No.
watch, listen?
No.
No.
Oh, he's got an amazing little thing for just tribute to the armed services. It's all light-hearted jokes and a lot of fun. Like, the Marines anthem can be sung to any melody. And he proceeds to give 10 fucking examples of it. It's very versatile. I was surprised by it. If Spotify would load, I could tell you what the hell his name was. My Spotify does not want to load. Let's load it on my phone then. Spotify. Search.
Sorry about this. I'm having to rearrange tokens and shit.
Technical difficulties. Please stand
Tribute
by.
to... There it is. His name is Seamus Kennedy.
Kennedy!
Nothing bad ever happens to the Kennedys!
They rebooted that show.
They did?
I think only Matt and Zoe would understand the joke I said.
Sorry,
And
what
yes.
was your joke?
Kennedy!
Oh, that.
Yeah.
But yes, they have rebooted Clone High. It's on one of the streaming services.
Is it any good? Do you know?
HBO, it's Max.
I have no idea how good it is, but I do know that their reasoning behind why it's been 20 years since we've seen them was they froze all of the clones as part of a science experiment for 20 years. So
it just picks up from where they left off?
pretty much, except there's a 20-year time skip and they're getting used to all of the technology, but I can't really say how much because I only saw what the preview shows, and the only thing that stood out to me is someone was complaining about them, and he goes, "These clones are nothing but a bunch of horny science experiments," and then it cuts to the Kennedy guy, who's standing in woodshop class, going, "Oh my God, there's so much wood!" Wood. And that's literally the only thing that stands out to me.
So they're doing it some justice, because that's pretty much Kennedy.
All right, so we'll do Jubilee and crew first, and then Tauntaun and crew second, and then Ophi. What is Ophi doing? Is he's just zooming?
He's zooming down to the docks like he's been doing for the past couple days.
Okay.
Also hoping that Ares eventually comes to meet with him, because he got questions.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's pretty busy with her family, so.
No,
Why-
he's not putting it against her. She's a god. She probably has god stuff.
Oh,
That's what goes on in his head. It's just I'm busy.
There is a way to get her attention. Unfortunately, Beastie would have to tell her that. But I don't think the others would be up for it either.
Is it saying the name?
No, actually. You have to beat Julie. And the only way Julie agreed to fight them was if they fought her as a group. Way to get her attention? Beat your daughter.
Ophi proceeds to puppy dog eyes everyone. Please.
Can we go fight the demigod?
I need to talk to her mother. I have questions.
Oh shit, there's 2 Adels.
There is.
Oh no.
There is.
They're
Oh my.
multiplying. Run. Run for your life, Hubert. No, that's eye funny. Bad eye funny. I didn't want eye funny.
Alright, Julie.
You're not funny anyways.
Where's
Shut
your
up. I'm fucking hilarious.
No, you're not. You're not fucking hilarious
you.
either. Pretty sure hilarious.
I don't know.
Anyway. They all look to Julie. So, where is he?
Well, possibly on the other wing of the house, so
You're
we'll
in
check
the other
there.
room of the house.
Sorry, I was on a different tab. If I remember correctly, it should be this door right here, and she'll go over and knock.
Who is it?
It's Julie.
Ah, give me a moment to make myself decent. Are you
She's
engaged?
just
Are you engaged to a nudist?
Maybe that's why it's so distracting.
Jubilee is like taking in deep breaths to actually try to focus. Like she is trying to take this as seriously as possible.
And eventually the door will open, and he looks to Jubilee before looking to you, Adelsarde. Looks you up and down and go, "Hello there.
Hello.
My name is Darius."
Hello, Darius. My name is Princess Adelsarde.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. He holds his hand out.
She'll shake it.
You didn't tell me you were bringing company, Julie.
Ah, well, Fortunately, I have to discuss important things.
He steps aside and motions you all to enter. And, is he here as an enforcer, or he says as Hubert passes by?
He is my retainer.
Enforcer, got it. He's not saying that with bitterness or anything. That's just his go-to way of understanding what Hubert is.
Elle doesn't reply. She's just waiting for Jubilee to speak.
So, Darius,
So, Julie.
am I to understand that conflict only recently started back up a lot again?
No, it's been going on ever since you left. It's just getting worse.
What's causing it to get worse?
The fact you ran away from our wedding.
Darius,
Julie.
does your father even really care about this wedding at all?
He shrugs and says, I don't know. He didn't share much of the family business with me.
Does he share anything with you?
A bit, but not personal grudges, debts that are owed, etc., etc. Unless he feels that I need to know. He especially doesn't share it with me if it involves somebody that I had a personal connection with.
So you don't even know what the wedding connection is.
The wedding connection would have been to merge our families and thus stop us from trying to push each other for power. It would have been a ceasefire between us, since both families would have technically become one.
It's not like you can't still do that without a wedding.
He makes a noise and does a so-so hand motion and says, a wedding is what actually mixes the families, Julie.
Jubilee just takes a seat. Is your father really dead set on merging? Because
I don't have answers to that question. Like I said, he doesn't share those kinds of things with me. The only thing I know for certain is that he's coming here today.
What time?
He just looks and shrugs.
She looks at Jubilee.
When he wants
that just
to
means
show
any
up.
moment. Look, Darius. I'm pretty sure you can put two and two together by now when it comes to me.
I know you don't seem like one for relationships.
Admittedly, I'm not very good at it. And it's not that I hate you. Far from it.
I would hope
love
not. I would hope not, considering everything we've done together.
Jubilee just kind of looks at Hubert and Adel at that comment and gauge their reaction.
Adel's just looking out the window. No response.
Hubert is looking at Adel's pocket because he noticed Hubie moving.
You mean Birdie?
Yeah, whatever. The spider. But also offers no response.
I can't afford to settle down and just stay, unfortunately. Which is why I gotta try to find a different way to make this peace happen.
No one ever said you had to stay. I mean, it's not like I was going to make you stay anywhere. The only person who honestly could make you stay anywhere would be your mom, because she'd be the head of the family. And, based on what I know about you and her relationship, I don't think she'd have been able to do that to you either.
Perhaps I built up such a huge legend about her that... never mind. Anyways... If my talks fail, and I'm forced into a position where I've either got to marry or not,
Yeah.
is there... Can I at least have your word that nothing bad's gonna happen to, say, people I am in a relationship with right now?
I ain't the jealous type, Julie. Besides, he says, looking over towards them, I have a feeling those two could handle themselves if something were to come up.
Beaver, you can see Adel's like almost internally sighing, but she's not making any expression.
It looks like the tall one over there is carrying 3 swords on him. They're heading pretty well, but
He is.
it's not like somebody would be able to bully him into submission anyway.
Well... I at least appreciate the fact that you wouldn't keep me caged up if worse comes to worse. Let's just hope negotiations go smoothly then.
Yeah. Let's hope so. He says as he sighs and looks to the side.
And what's on your mind?
I don't know how well this is gonna go given how Dad is.
What do you mean by that?
He's a bitter man. He may want more than just, well, he may want something more than just a marriage happening. He may demand some of her family's funds, or access to their weapons, or things like that. He is unfortunately greedy.
Then why was he willing to let Julie's mother be the leader of their merged faction as a boss?
I don't know how he works, man. I assume he isn't happy with it, but it was the only thing that was agreed upon. While we are technically rivals, if Bennett actually wanted us gone, there wouldn't be much we could do about it in the end. While we do have the ability to defend ourselves, eventually we would lose in an all-out war.
What about the rest of your family? Any lieutenants or crew members that seem to be opposed to your father's ideas, or even on the opposite side of the spectrum, extremely loyal to him?
Everybody's loyal to him. They go with what he says.
All right. No one's acting peculiar.
No more peculiar than a crime family usually acts.
Hmm. Adel, do you have any other things to ask?
Just one. If your family were to lose, what would happen to you?
I would assume I die. Leave no one in the bloodline to come seeking revenge, after all. At least that's how my family does it.
Your family just eliminates entire families.
If push comes to shove.
Is that the norm here?
He looks to you, Adel Sarday, and goes, "We're drow. We're nothing but effective in what we do."
Point taken.
While it may not be the case with Julie's family, my family, when taking out rivals, we take out the rivals.
Well, your family knows that's going against the Ackermans would mean that eventually they would lose.
Yeah. Which is why, rather than picking a fight we will eventually lose, he's willing to make a truce, however unstable it may be for the time being. But in time, things will get better.
Until Jubilee ran away and their truce was put on hold.
Yeah. Then, I assume he started getting his revenge where he could.
Which is why the hostilities have escalated over the years.
He nods.
And the reason why the Ackermans did not destroy you, if I were to hazard a guess, because they clearly could, it's because of you.
Because of me.
She nods. That's my guess.
It's a weird thing to guess. Don't know why you think it's because of me.
Well,
Well,
not because of you specifically, but more because of her. And she gestures to Jubilee.
That makes a little more sense, yeah.
Because, like,
I think you play a small part in it too.
I do not think Senate cares about his well-being as far as he could throw her. Sorry, she could throw him. But she cares about yours. That's the reason why she hasn't destroyed the family yet. Because if you came back or heard that your friend got killed, well, that would not do your mental health any good. And she looks to Darius. And your father is a bitter man who seeks revenge any way he can, knowing that he could potentially incite the death of his family. Or has he figured out why they haven't? You don't know how he works.
Not entirely, no. I know roughly how he works, but not entirely how he works.
He was smart enough to put away his greed to let someone else lead his family if it merged with another one. That shows intelligence. but at the same time picking a fight that he know he would lose that shows pride over intelligence. The only thing
Unless
is,
something changed.
yes, unless something tells him that he could win the fight, or he's being stupid. Evidence dictates that it's more likely the former, but that's only an assumption unless we get evidence, which we do not have time to attain. The only way we would know is if we were to ask a member of his family who would be willing to speak with us on that subject, and we do not have the time to do that.
Besides, if he's not trusting his son with this kind of information, who knows if he's trusting anybody with it?
Well, what does your mother trust you with?
Not sure. I haven't bothered to ask as far as things go.
She looks to Darius. Have you?
I try to ask, but well, after getting told no for the 18th time, you kind of stop asking after a while.
There's someone out there that knows more than Darius. But again, unless we can convince him without knowing more, or you can hold back the talks or something. That's a moot point.
At this point, we just gotta be direct as possible and hold our ground.
She looks at Darius. Any advice for your fiance?
Don't get nervous,
Thanks.
because he preys on nervous.
All right. I suppose I shouldn't try to dance around the subject as much then. Less subtlety, more blunt truth. Oh, and Darius, to be fair, I think of all the options, my mom probably likes you the most. But that being said, if you were running things would be a lot smoother to work around. A lot more agreeable business arrangements.
No? I like to think that you and I have a very good relationship, after all.
I think it's a positive one, at least.
He smiles and gives you a wink to this.
Jubilee nods and proceeds to make her way out of the room.
No, that out as well.
As will Hubert. And the door shuts behind you all.
That's an interesting young man.
Jubilee turns to them. Do you see what I mean by distracting, though?
No.
No.
I really do have weakness for Drow, don't I?
Yes.
Jubilee just kind of looks down, feeling pathetic.
Apparently.
We all have our weaknesses.
So, I guess confronting him flat out is probably actually going to be the best move.
Unfortunately, you've kind of backed yourself into a corner. But yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a lot less flowery with my language and just be upfront. Maybe even accuse him if he is working with the cult.
Do not make false accusations without hard evidence.
True.
Which you have none, so let's just stick with do not make false accusations.
Right. Maybe if he's greedy enough, maybe if he's only in it for the profit, maybe there's a way we can turn this around then.
In what way?
maybe try to convince him that stepping down as the leader is the most profitable option.
How so?
I mean, I was not really joking before, if saying if Darius was the leader, the businesses would probably go smoother.
How so?
I bet my mother would be willing to bargain with Darius a lot more than his father, considering they don't. Darius is a lot more agreeable and a lot more. I guess the term is civil
Well, here's a question.
than his father.
Here's a question for you. Well, two, actually. One, would your father care? Two, does Darius want to be the leader?
Another thing to factor in: is he simply agreeable, or is he merely submissive?
Well, I suppose you would know more about that than us.
Because his father may not want him stepping up in the business until such a point as he learns to stand up for himself. And while he is more agreeable, is he agreeable in the sense that he actually thinks and agrees, or simply because he cannot say no?
And then, of course, there are the other families in the city. And the rest of the family, too. Do they want Darius to lead them? Would the other families be okay with such a change in leadership and a change in the criminal geography in this city? What would the repercussions be of a man like that stepping down as leader?
Well, only one way to find out, right? Gotta ask.
I suppose so. Well, good luck, Jubilee.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need it.
Before you meet him, close your eyes and count to 10. Then imagine him in his underwear. Actually, don't do that.
Yeah, please don't make me do that.
Imagine him dressed like a chicken.
Julie just kind of gives a confused look after thinking about it for a little bit.
Have you ever been intimidated by a chicken?
No, but it's hard to speak to that seriously.
Alright. She'll then take out a pen, and on her own forehead will draw angry eyebrows. Do that to the chicken.
Okay.
But most importantly, remember what your strengths are. I made you a retainer for a reason. Do not go second-guessing yourself. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no. Then go prepare your speech or your talk.
Well, if it goes bad, I will definitely teleport to you guys.
Very well.
I mean, and when I say bad, I mean like he's gonna hurt me bad.
If he tries, he will not survive. Well, he will wish that he didn't survive.
Are you certain he will? Are you certain he will even wish that?
Good point.
You forget we are not the only ones at play here. He may not survive because of the people in this house, not let alone us.
Jubilee is in good hands. All of them wait for Jubilee to go before wiping the eyebrows off of her forehead. Hubert?
What was on? Yes, my lady.
No, wait, what were you going to ask?
I was going to ask why you seemed so tense during their talk.
People seem to assume that I have romantic feelings for Jubilee for whatever reason.
I do not believe he thought that whatsoever.
I hope not. But either way, it's just something about this whole situation.
that would be.
Why would his father agree to come here? Why would his father escalate things? There has to be a reason. It can't just be that he's being reckless. Not when he has so much at stake. I'm beginning to wonder if the puppet master or the puppeteer actually did do something with Darius's family. We don't have enough time to look into it though.
Does not seem that way, no.
Not without leaving Jubilee vulnerable.
Not only that, but since he is going to be here any minute, us leaving would not actually help.
If anything, it would make things worse. It's a variable that I did not take into account. I should have prepared more.
You prepared as much as you were able to, my lady.
I know. You will deal with it as it comes. In the meantime, what did you think about Darius?
He is definitely an individual.
I agree. He is most certainly a multicellular organism.
Other than that, I have no opinions on him. He's confident, but that's not saying much.
What do you mean?
Confidence is easy to obtain. Especially when you grow up, presumably like he did, in a lavish lifestyle.
Wonder if we'll be put to the test.
I suppose we will see.
I'll nod and then head back over to the other wing. Actually, no. Before she's gonna go to the other wing, she's actually going to... Where are they? Oh, that's weird.
What?
She's going to peek in on Ricky and Squibs' room. I thought Ricky was in there, but she isn't.
You peek in and you just see Squib staring at that corner where several pillows, blankets, Scalodius' scarf, one of your gloves, and various other fluffy things have been piled into the corner. He seems confused.
Squib,
Yeah?
have you ever heard about Planned Parenthood?
Huh?
I would suggest that you begin to wonder about how you would raise a child.
What? Why?
Reasons, which will become evident soon.
He just stares at you very confused.
Maximus knows what I'm talking about. Don't you, Maximus? And she slips on her invisibility goggles.
Squib just looks up towards Maximus, and Maximus has one hand in a circle and is pushing a finger through the circle over and over again, just staring intently at Squib. And Squib just goes, "That doesn't help."
She then takes
I don't
the goggles.
I don't understand. Why are you telling me this?
Reasons which will become evident. Ricky will want to have a talk. And then she'll shut the door. And she'll head back to the other wing.
That was not very insightful, my lady.
I wasn't trying to be.
Also, Riki passed by the room during Jubilee's talk. I think she went to the common area to the left.
Oh. Well, let's go see her.
To the
right,
left.
The left. That left, not the other left, okay.
As you come in, you see Riki looking over the footstool for a bit, staring at it, pushing on it, as if she's trying to get a feel for what the material is.
Ada was thinking for a bit. They rescued Ricky like in the first month or so that they were in Crestfall. Meaning that they've been with Ricky for almost a year now?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost been a year. Well, I guess they haven't. They just went all the way around to breeding season again. What will you name the child, Ricky?
He just stops and looks at you and stares at you for a bit and goes, "Huh?
What will you name the child?
What do you mean?"
You clearly have plans for Squid.
I'm collecting
For what?
reasons. Once again, she's acting on instinct due to your nat 20. She doesn't understand why she is doing it, but she's doing it.
Your instincts are telling you to build a nest.
As you say this, she sits there and slowly pokes her claw into the seat and makes a tear and starts pulling the fluff out.
A nest to protect something quite valuable. But it seems that some parts of you already knows what it's doing. I guess I'll find out the name once things are done. Good luck, Ricky.
Not like you to beat around the bush, my lady.
I hesitate to call it her innocent, but I do not want to give her a shock.
I see.
If she wants a child, then she'll get one.
We could quarantine her.
I'd only do that if that was something she wanted. Besides, that wouldn't really last.
If you say so.
Judging by what she did to you when she was angry, what she would do when aroused, I do not want to see.
Hubert shrugs to this. Meanwhile, in the courtyard. Tauntaun, Thorgrim, Scalodius, and you all come out to the courtyard where you find Patterson and Beastie still playing Keep Away.
They're just running around the fountain in circles. Oh.
All right.
Aloy's just getting ready to get into the
Thorgrim,
pathway.
Scalodius, go get Beastie.
Who goes there?
Oh,
Jay!
How'd the interview go?
Oh, it went good. I got the job.
Yo,
Nice.
nice.
So, Otto, about
Oh.
that citizenship.
Congrats, brother.
Congratulations.
They only fucked up where I need to go do my background and shit.
Damn it. I think they keep running through Scalodius' legs.
You need to roll an
Patterson
athletics.
should be able to.
You need to roll an athletics to try and grab her. Beastie, roll athletics to not be grappled.
Let's see.
That's
No.
Oh no.
You're going in the drink, my friend.
Reaches for Beastie.
On my way.
Beastie shoulder barges.
Just casually judo throws him into the fountain and keeps running.
All right, Thorgrim, this is why I said we need both of you.
All right,
Tauntaun
come
will
here.
then whistle for Patterson to come.
I'm gonna try and grab. I'm gonna grab.
Alright, roll athletics against Beastie.
Okay.
Beastie, you go back to Thorgrim real quick. There we go.
I'm gonna grab.
Oh, you might be
Uh-oh.
Nope.
Fuck.
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 2.
Into the drink you go.
What?
Round 2, bitch.
Beastie, roll athletics.
Skilloius jumps out of the pond and just tackles her.
Alright, this time you get grabbed.
Alright, she's gonna rage.
Oh no.
Activating them tattoos. Let's see what she gets.
Roll athletics.
Hold on, let's see. 8.
Counter rage.
You rolled a 7, not an 8.
Oh, 7. This still works. Flower and vines temporarily grow around you until your rage ends. The ground within 15 feet of you is difficult terrain for your enemies. Oh, Harrison ain't running now.
He's already way away from you.
Counter rage.
Tauntaun is preparing telekinesis.
Dang it.
Alright, so Beastie rages and more or less pushes you off with her tattoos.
Telekinesis it is! Let's just pick the girl up.
I'm coming, boy.
Alright, Beastie, roll athletics as you are picked up by an unseen force.
Oh.
Right, so
Tauntaun.
I just have to roll my intelligence. Fiddle, let me roll my intelligence. Let me roll my intelligence! Got a 9.
Ophi,
You can't-
Ophi, you
you
got some
cannot-
interesting intelligence.
You cannot stop the sheer muscle that Beastie is apparently unleashing.
New plan. Throw something at her. Be it a tree or whatever.
So, brain refresher. Are we grabbing both or just Beastie or what?
Just Beastie. Tauntaun can wrangle Patterson quite easily. He is its master and controller.
Quick, double team.
Okay, I'm gonna wait
Double
around
team,
the
dwarf.
corner.
It'd
and,
really be a triple team at this point.
I'm gonna wait around the corner and lunge at Beastie when she rounds the corner.
Here, roll athletics.
Getting harder and harder to see this shit.
Oh.
Damn it!
Damn it.
I need to stop rolling, below 10 every time.
Even with advantage, I missed.
Alright.
Another go. Another 9.
Alright. So Beastie somehow grabs Thorgrim, chucks Thorgrim into Scalodius, and once again just absolutely ignores Tauntaun's telekinesis.
What the fuck?
She's gonna try
All
and
right.
grab Patterson now.
Patterson is way too far away from you.
What the fuck? Where'd he go?
I need better music for this.
Hey,
there
you
it is.
are getting stopped just long enough for him to get enough headway against you.
Actually, let me play while I'm listening to it. It's actually quite fitting if that's me.
Is it Benny Hill?
No.
Three Stooges?
Nope.
Must not be
Oh,
perfect.
I had
then.
something funnier.
Oops, not that one. Oh wait, yes, that one. Alright, let's see. Also, Harrison might be slowed down a little because she does have.
You have to get close enough to him for that to affect him, but once again, he's way ahead of you.
God damn it.
I'm gonna
You
rage.
admit that song
I'm
does
gonna-
fit.
I'm gonna rage, and when Beastie comes around, I'm gonna try and grab her again.
Does
Okay.
kind of fit, yeah.
So,
Alright, form a line, get ready to catch her.
rage.
Can I
athletics.
telekinetically grab water
Ha!
and throw it at her?
You may not need to.
Okay.
Ah, shit.
Oh, that's Jubilee, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Let me try that again. Aha!
Oh my
double crit.
God. Jesus Christ.
Alright,
Kane the
Beastie.
Undertaker double choke slam.
Alright, so Beastie, you have been stopped in your tracks now.
Angry old
Probably
bad
lifted
power
up on the
go.
ground. Alright. Patterson, come here.
Miss
Good boy.
Beastie, please calm yourself.
No. Show me that tentacle, boom boy.
Beastie, leave my child alone.
No.
Right. Gonna telekinetically grab water and get her to cool off.
Okay, so you throw water on her.
Yeah, just as much water as I can carry.
Damn it, there's not enough. You can't carry it. There's not that much water in that fountain.
Well, then I'm taking all the water in the fountain and just putting it on her.
Okay. This doesn't end her rage.
Did the athletics count as a saving throw by any chance?
No.
Yeah.
Oh. Skill check.
Alright.
Leave my child be. I will handle the tentacle thing myself.
Still
I
don't
do
know
not
what
get
you're talking
involved
about.
when you are parenting your children. Do not get involved when I am parenting mine.
Beastie things for a bit. Okay.
Ugh.
And you're welcome for the shower.
What shower?
When I dropped water on you.
She looks down and sees that she is wet. Oh.
I believe
Probably not
that's
a first
referred
for
to
her.
as cleaning.
Then she sniffs herself.
I believe we can let go now, Thorgrim.
Sure.
All right, now, Patterson, open your mouth wide.
No.
Please.
No.
Why not?
I do not want to.
Is there a reason?
No.
If there is no reason, then why not open up?
I do not want to.
Patterson,
I am Patterson.
I need you to open your mouth so I can make sure that this doesn't become dangerous for everyone else.
No.
What's with the sudden athletics?
Trying to grab his arms from behind.
He's got 4 of them!
You can do a full Nelson on 2 sets of arms.
Let's see. What's Patterson's athletics?
Probably higher than theirs.
Alright, so as you attempt this, Scalodius, just 2 of the arms without looking at you smack your hands away. No.
For your own good, Patterson.
I just want to try and pry his mouth open.
Okay, you'll have to roll an athletics to attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
Like a father trying to get something out of a
You're like, no,
child's
no, get it out, get it out. Spit it out.
mouth.
Alright, so I need Scalodius, Thorgrim, and Tauntaun. I need all of you to roll charisma saving throws.
Oh, crap.
Fucking what?
5.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright. So, Thorgrim, as you grab Patterson, you begin to try and wrestle his mouth open, and almost in panic, he opens his mouth and lets out an otherworldly shriek. Tauntaun, you are reduced to 0 HP.
Jesus!
Is he
Go.
dying or just unconscious?
He's dying.
Hand of healing, hand of healing.
Okay, if you use your hand of healing, you let go of Patterson.
Fuck, shit. Damn it,
Here, pass the skull to me, I'll hold it.
okay. Pass the skull to him, then hand of healing, Tauntaun.
Roll athletics, Scalodius.
You gotta be the 25.
I am still raging, just
Oh,
for the
shit.
record, so...
No. Okay, so as you try to shift Patterson over to
Fuck.
you, he manages to wiggle free and runs to the wall. And as he does, he puts a foot on the wall and runs up the wall.
The fuck?
No.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. Did he just quivering palm Tauntaun?
No.
No, he shrieked.
Yeah, it was a scream.
Please do not forget that this is a eldritch skeleton.
So, anyway, Tauntaun, you get back,
A number.
I believe it is
whatever your martial arts die.
I know. I just need to look up his wisdom mod.
Oh, okay.
It's 2. Okay. So, d6 plus 2. 7 HP.
Alright, Tauntaun, you wake up with 7 HP. And as you wake up, you see Patterson running along the roof, trying to keep away from Scalodius.
Tauntaun's just going to pinch his head with, like, a finger and a thumb on either temple and just go, "This is why we can't force Patterson to do things.
No, we could do that.
Do you know why I don't question why he can do half the things he can do? The knife
Because-
came from an eldritch god. He's not gonna be a normal skeleton.
What?
We've been over this. It came from the cult, remember?
I don't remember you telling me that.
We picked it up off the cult.
Yeah, but like you didn't tell me like it was a relic from the god.
That's not important right now. Anyways,
Wait, where's
if you could go wrangle Scalodius, going to have a talk with Patterson. And likely Obidus.
All right, where the hell are they?
And the
go?
knife. Can the knife
Meanwhile,
talk?
on the roof. Get back here!
No,
What the fuck?
We just want to help you, Patterson.
Right, gonna recast telekinesis. And then just absolutely yeet Thorgrim up at Scalodius.
Ah!
Thorgrim, do you resist?
Probably as a panic.
Okay, so roll athletics.
Where did he go?
Who?
Patterson.
He's on the roof.
What?
No, I don't see him on the roof. He's just gone for me.
Over to the right.
I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Jesus Christ.
Where'd he go?
Oh, way over there, the top right.
Ah, yeah, there he is. Well,
Can
I
I-
didn't do too good on my intelligence.
Yeah, I believe I resisted.
You definitely did resist.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run over, and I'm gonna try see if I can't jump onto the roof.
You can climb up there with an athletics check.
Oh, okay.
Right, new plan. Could Tauntaun technically fly using telekinesis on himself?
Theoretically.
Does the
By-
DM allow it?
You can tactically throw yourself, but you will not technically be flying.
It's more of a catapult.
You will not have any more control over yourself than just yeeting yourself in directions.
It's not really a yeet spell normally, but fair enough.
I mean, your options with it are hold something in place or throw shit. Since there's nothing in the spell description that states you can use it to make yourself fly, you cannot make yourself fly with it. That makes sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
How many laps is this boy gonna do?
Unlike you, he doesn't get tired, so as many as it takes to keep away from you.
Alright, let's see. What's around that I can make a bridge out of?
Is 15 enough to climb on the roof?
You do get up on the roof, but it takes you a minute.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's
Come
OP
back
just
here,
able
you.
to run up the damn thing.
No. He says that he's now running from you, Thorgrim.
Does that count as leaving my range?
He would have started running before you got in range with him.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Well, do I know roughly how fast he's running?
Roll a perception. faster than what you would say is his normal speed somehow.
Okay. And what is his normal speed?
His normal speed is 30. With the dash action, it's 60. You're
Okay.
fairly certain that he is moving as if he is under the haste spell.
Oh. Shit.
I was gonna say the motherfucker took monk levels.
Yeah. That's actually haste would be more than that.
Oh, yeah. Haste would double his speed and also give him 2 actions that he could dash with.
I'll just take off into a full run and try and catch him because I've at least got 40 feet of movement.
Skillois is gonna try to see if he can catch him on the run.
As soon as
Yeah.
he sees you standing in front of him, he runs back down the wall and goes into the courtyard.
Damn it.
Patterson, would you please come here?
Hello.
Are you able to do that scream thing on command?
He shrugs.
That's fair enough. We haven't really tested that much. From now on, you are not allowed to eat whatever you come across. Do you understand? If I hand you the thing and say you can eat it, you are allowed to eat it.
You see Patterson staring at you, and once again, you just see the 2 pupils that he doesn't have facing in opposite directions.
God damn it. Cross-eyed things get me every time.
Patterson, I need you to focus.
He focuses.
Okay?
Hello?
You not listening at this point could cause people to come after both you and me and kill both of us.
Patterson is watching
Neither
you.
of us can take an army on yet. So, unless I specifically hand you a piece of food and say you can eat it, you are not allowed to eat it.
Oh shit, he finally gets it.
Perfectly
Wow.
balanced.
Great Scott, he's got it.
Hold on. We don't know if he has disadvantage or advantage or straight.
Alright, so have any, I'm sure you guys have watched the how to basic videos.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Yeah.
So, you know how at the end of his videos he gives thumbs up and just makes a grunting sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patterson does that to you, Tauntaun.
Okay. Do you want to continue playing Keep Away with BC?
No.
Okay.
Beastie
In that
pounce.
case, we are going to go and test out all of your various abilities. And whatever else you might be able to do.
Tauntaun, you realize that one of your 3rd level spell slots is missing.
We're going to have a talk about you possibly taking my magic at some point.
No.
It's not very nice to do. Codsworth?
Hold on.
I love how I just go, Codsworth! Hold on. I gotta find the token.
No, it's more, hold on, I'm putting something in shitpost.
I forgot it's not a grunt.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Ugh.
Is there anywhere either in the mansion or nearby where there is no chance of possibly accidentally killing a large amount of people?
No. However, you are free to use the courtyard so long as there aren't any civilians.
Alright. Would you mind, Beastie, would you mind going towards the edges of the courtyard?
No.
And do we have training dummies? Or not we, do you guys have training dummies anywhere?
Why, of course.
Is there any chance we can get them brought out here?
Of course, sir.
Perfect.
Would you also like some refreshment?
That would be wonderful.
What would you like?
You have any more papaya juice?
Of course.
Then I would love a glass of that.
He offers you a chilled bottle.
Ooh, that's even better. So used to being in the other dimension that I forgot chilled things existed. Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. And he goes on his way.
He's then going to turn to Thorgrim and just go, as far as you!
What?
You should know better than forcing a child's body open. Or did you forget
Tauntaun?
Patterson's barely a year old?
And baby.
Yes, you are. And you are my precious little baby.
That is a skeleton.
A skeleton able to do complete and total vernacular in all of my languages plus another one. And play the trombone and drink liquids.
That is
And
not
possibly
a
eat
baby.
food. He is a baby. He's only a year old.
And baby.
Or are you going to say that the child of a giant, which is like probably as big as this courtyard, isn't a child?
A child, maybe. But a baby, no.
Look, he is my baby, and that is that. It still does not change the fact that you tried to force something open when you saw I was taking a cautious approach to it. That is not a smart idea.
What else was I supposed to do?
Let me handle it. Ultimately, I am his master.
You wanted my help, didn't you?
Yeah, Ringling Beastie.
So what was I supposed to do? Just sit and twiddle my thumbs after that was handled?
Yes. He says Beastie,
Honestly, I
who's
didn't care what you
twiddling
did
her
after
thumbs.
that. Just so long as Patterson was left to be handled by me. Ultimately, you're the best moral center that I have that is good at teaching. Considering you've gone through, what was it, 2 kids?
Well, then you should have been more specific.
Fair enough. Speaking of which, I heard Beastie wants to know about your kids.
Beastie looks over. No. And
Are you trying to shoo me away?
I mean, Hubert does it all the time. Usually works.
If you want me to go, I can go.
I'll meet you at the bar later.
All right. Thorgrim will.
Unless you want
Go
to
back
stay
and-
here and watch Patterson probably do some weird shit.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Thorgrim will. go
Skilois is
back.
sitting at the fountain, still gasping for air.
I'm gonna go back.
Why the hell are you gasping for air? I almost died.
I was chasing your boy for 30 minutes.
Hello.
Beastie will just hold Scolius by his hair, well, his priestly garb, and just pull him down into the well, into the fountain.
Surprise waterboarding.
I think it's more surprise drowning.
Spindly, you anger the dwarf dad.
I anger a lot of people.
And your son angers you. And she lets him out for air. Drink water.
Why?
Drink water when tired, priest.
Don't dunk me in it, Beastie.
Me no dunk you, me pull you.
That's what dunking is.
No, this dunking. Then she picks him up and dunks him like a basketball.
Hey, you're not entirely wrong on that. That is also dunking.
I am Patterson.
Yes, you are.
Bone boy.
Patterson?
Shit.
Please just call him by his name. He answers to it more.
He answered, Bone boy. Yes, Bone boy?
Bone boy.
She smiles. Bone boy. And she takes out the invisibility javelin that she got from Otto. Watch. And then she'll disappear.
Eh. Patterson, where are you going?
Running.
I'm
I
fast as
need you
fuck,
to
boy.
stay here. We're going to test your things.
Goblin invisible, I'm running.
BC, did you have to do that?
She uninvisibles herself and just grins. Yes.
Fuck this. I'm going back inside. Slowly says, walking away.
Homeboy wants to have fun.
I know he wants to have fun. But at the same time, I am his parent.
Sometimes
I
children
need
know
to know
listen
what
to
he is
parents.
capable of. And he
She
gets plenty of those chances.
just points to herself. Fight.
What do you mean, fight?
She points to Patterson and then to herself. Fight.
Patterson, would you like to fight her?
No.
That's what I figured. Maybe I can talk Hubert into going for another spar with Patterson.
No.
You don't want to spar with Hubert either?
No.
What about Thorgrim?
Dad.
Is that a yes?
Dad.
She points to Tauntaun. Spar him?
No.
Right, too spindly.
Technically, I'm known as mother.
Patterson will point the direction Thorgrim went and go, Dad.
All right, let's go to the bar.
Beastie will pat Tauntaun on the back. Me have 3 children. You understand after 3rd.
You know, the fact that you think that I've never had children before is kind of hilarious.
You have children?
Possibly.
She looks at you, looks you up and down. No.
You'd be surprised how the orgy parties went.
You know you have children? You know have children.
Well, they haven't come for child support.
Child is only child when you accept as child.
Alright. Let's see. Back. So where did Adel, Hubert, and Jubilee run off to?
Jubilee just went to somewhere where she can be found when the meeting's about to begin.
Okay. What about Adelsarda and Hubert?
Adel's looking for George.
I have to will both George and Otto back into existence. Hold on. There we go. Okay. And we are going to here. There we go. You 5 aren't here. Jubilee, you're in your room. That's good enough. Ophi, you're not here either. Okay.
Ophi is everywhere.
Hello, George.
Hello? Something I can help with?
I want you to keep an eye out.
Or
rather, I want you to help me with an investigation.
Okay.
I need you to find a member of the family that Jubilee was meant to marry into, and try and ask them about the boss. I can't leave, and neither can Hubert, but I think that you have a good sense of how to handle investigations.
The only issue is the boss of the family is coming here, which means that any information you find will need to be done so quickly. Of course, you could also simply do that once they get here.
Either leave now or when they get here. I'm unsure how the talks will end, but I think having that information might be helpful.
I mean, if you want someone who just finds things out without really needing to really try, and he just slightly points over towards Otto.
She looks to Otto. Really?
Otto's just looking through his bag. Yeah, I mean, you see, look at him. As Otto is just looking through his bag and kind of slips over and falls as his bag is on top of him now. He's like an innocent child.
He is most certainly an unassuming individual.
Exactly. Most people
But-
wouldn't really suspect him to be looking into things. He just acts like a child most of the time, and they probably just tell him things.
Fair enough. Otto, you go look.
What?
I need you to find out about it. I need you to find information. Fuck. God damn. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not fine. My brain stopped working again. I was fine for a bit, and now I'm very much unfine. Give me a second.
Okay.
We need to find information about what?
You need to find information about the rival boss that is going to be coming here today.
Okay.
His
Do you know what his name is?
Yes, it is Barag. Baragh.
Huh. Okay. I can try to see what I can figure out.
Thanks.
And he just leaves.
I wonder what he will find.
He will go outside and immediately go to the bar to find his friend Maverick.
Exactly. That's actually what he's going to do, is trying to go find Maverick.
Fair enough.
You do realize how much trouble that's going to cause, right, if people find out he is looking for them, though?
I thought you said he was unassuming.
He said if.
Well, if you trust him, I
I
trust
said-
him.
Yeah. I mean, no one's really going to... I mean, my logic is that no one's really going to harm a child who's just asking questions about things they probably doesn't know about. And if they do question him or try anything with them, he's a... Has he ever used any escape tactics before?
Not as far as I am aware.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I don't really get why you want information on it if he's just gonna come here. You can probably find out more about him here. When he's here.
Not be willing to divulge things. It's just a precaution.
Just trying to find out from him in general.
Anything that might give Jubilee an advantage.
Have you tried asking Garum?
Darn. I haven't seen him around today.
Codsworth, have you seen him?
He's preparing for the meeting this evening. He will be
Good.
indisposed until after the meeting.
I mean, do you know anything about the boss, I guess?
I know quite a bit, actually.
Oh, then do tell. What do you know
What would you like to know?
about him as a person?
He's a bit of a prick.
It's actually George laughing.
Please elaborate.
To his enemies, he is very standoffish, and the way that he holds himself is very, dare I say, unbecoming of one you would want to talk to civilly. However, to his people who work for him, he is remarkably good and kind. During the incident that young Julie caused, after he discovered the families who were harmed by her actions, but also his actions, he sent them a decent sum of gold and a personal and an anonymous anonymous. There we go. An anonymous card apologizing profusely for their loss.
So, in your opinion, why is he escalating things against the Ackerman family when he knows that the Ackerman family will defeat his?
I do not know. It could be any number of things. He could have found something that will give him an upper hand, and is trying to lure Miss Ackerman out. He could be trying to lure any of her higher ups out and take them out one by one. It could be in any number of things. Could be a power play. He could think that if he eliminates the head of the household, he could procure their assets.
So,
Is this going to be a big meeting?
It will be a relatively small one, all things considered.
I mean, in the ways of if there are there going to be a lot of important figures there.
There is going to be Julie, Barag, and I would assume a few guards of Barag's as well. And
Like just Julie there.
whoever Julie determines needs to be with her during her talk. Yes. Julie asked for this, so Miss Ackerman is allowing her to handle the situation.
Okay.
So, why do you think he was willing to step down as leader during the initial merge with his family and the Ackermans?
Because he ultimately knew that stepping down, while it would leave him without power, he would be ushered into at least a seat of power. While it would not be the head of the household, he would still have a strong position. Thus, he ultimately does not lose his kingdom, quote unquote, and his family, as they would still directly work for him, but he would still be in charge of his divisions.
She narrows her eyes, just pondering. I see. That might not be good.
Why do you say that, my lady?
It means he wasn't willing to give up power, but he did so. Why did he do that? If he wanted to do it to keep power, then that means that his pride might be controlled, which means he might be fighting the family recklessly, which might mean he doesn't have something up his sleeve involving the puppeteer. So I have to remember, unlike with my family, the puppeteer was not the one that led us to this situation. We came across them by random chance. The puppeteer might not even be involved. But that's not a good thing, because it means he might do something reckless here. Well, thank you for telling me, Cosworth. Guess we'll see if Otto picks up on anything.
have to get everybody who's at the bar, which is going to be Tauntaun, Thorgrim, Beastie, Patterson, and Otto. Thorgrim, you will have been there for a while,
Yee.
presumably drinking.
Yee. I'm drinking.
Just a drinking. Drinking. Just a drinking.
Darken.
So Thorgrim, since you were there first, what kind of drink were you hunting for?
Something dwarven. Something
Okay.
rum-like.
Okay, they offer you the liver killer.
Ooh, sounds good.
You know that this is a very potent dwarven drink that can lay any non-dwarf on their ass if they aren't careful.
Dope. I'll take it.
And after he's had a few drinks, everyone else will show up. Otto, you're already at the table with Maverick.
Wow. So much for getting information. Or maybe that's his plan. Who knows?
Huh. Ulterior motives.
Oh, did Scalodius not join? Oh yeah, no. Scalodius
Yeah.
went elsewhere.
Elodius said, "Fuck this," and I'm out, and left.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Mm-mm. He had enough of crazy skeleton shenanigans.
LV, do you want to be with the group who went to the bar, or are you still at the house?
If they come and get her and ask her to come, she will come.
Tauntaun
Did it-
would.
Okay.
He has some things he wants to talk with her about once he's gotten Thorgrim pickled enough to not speak.
Okay.
Willed into existence.
Just. Could you imagine a DM who just does like a whole bunch of Naruto finger signs and then just wills something into existence?
It'd be very powerful.
It'd be very powerful and very funny to watch. But anyways, like Tauntaun said, he's gonna buy Thorgrim some drinks.
Okay.
He is a man of his word. Sometimes.
Alright, so the drinks that Thorgrim have already purchased are going to cost you 10 gold.
Alright. I have no gold.
So why did you buy?
Somebody... Let me finish.
You offered to buy me drinks and you have no money.
Let me finish. Somebody hasn't given out the gold that we all earned for doing a thing. I don't remember what the thing was. I think it had something to do with the cult.
Patterson will open his mouth, reach into his mouth before pulling out a small coin purse and offers it to you, Tauntaun.
Okay, that's kind of cool, but also a little bit disgusting. But thank you,
found-
Patterson.
I found it.
I'm not gonna ask where. Because that's really not an answer I want.
Why?
There is 15 gold in the coin purse, though.
He will put down the 10 gold for the drinks Thorgrim has already purchased. And then pocket the other 5. Boop. I now have 5 gold.
I'm Patterson.
Patterson is going to get a skull rub and then just a kiss on his forehead. Alright, Thorgrim, have fun with your other dad. And don't drink anything.
Patterson will just stare at you and just once again go, "Nyeh," and give you a thumbs up.
Oh. Hi, Beastie.
Bag. Who are friends?
Oh, this is Maverick and Lizzie.
Does Lizzie got the grippy?
Hello,
God, that was
miss.
cursed.
I'm, what's your name, miss? Maverick says to you.
She points to the collar on her neck. Beastie 13.
That is a odd name.
Is my name.
Very well. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Sparky.
I beg your pardon.
She gives people nicknames based on things that she sees on them.
Something of mine sparking, he says, looking himself over.
I think it's because of your armor lights up and things like that.
Oh. I suppose I can run with this.
And she looks at Blizzy.
Blizzard will look to you with. She doesn't say anything as she just sips her drink.
Thirsty.
She says nothing.
She nods.
What I was expecting to happen. She says nothing. Bitch.
Nah, she knows that she accepted the name and is glad that she did.
I want to roll for something.
Okay.
Hate to roll to see if Otto says something.
Okay.
To Beastie under his breath. Fuck.
So what does he say?
He's gonna just whisper to Beastie, isn't she cute?
Beastie will look to Otto and then look to Lizzie. And we'll just look between them both for a few minutes. And then she gives him an approving nod.
Yeah.
Be brave, bag. And she pats him strongly on the back.
Wait, what?
Be brave.
I already am brave.
Not brave enough.
What do you mean by that?
She points
fuck.
over. She points over at Blizzy. Oh,
Blizzy
there he
has
goes.
been watching Blizzy has been watching both of you, by the way.
Yeah, Beastie
Don't
knows.
know what you mean by that.
Beastie almost looks a bit exasperated. It says, "Bag."
Yeah, I'm back.
She points to her. Strong woman. Fighter.
What?
Fight her. Beat her in combat. Then she
Pass.
yours.
Pass.
She looks at Blizzard.
Blizzard says to this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll also pass. I'm not good with fighting.
Okay. Second idea. Make her a sword.
He thinks on this for a second. Oh, I have an idea. And then he'll pull out like some of his own tools and put together like a little. Let's see what he actually can make.
Sorry, what did he make?
He's pulling together something. Like he's currently working on something.
Oh.
Beastie, as you're watching him, you hear soft footsteps behind you, and you look and you see a half-elf walking toward the table.
She looks him over and looks to Otto. You know him?
Huh? Oh yeah, he's cool.
She looks back to him. Then just tilts her head. One way and then.
The half-elf will look to you and tilt his head as well.
She squints. And then looks befuddled.
Is something the matter, miss?
Not know what to call you.
I am Nathan.
Nath.
You can call me Nate if that is easier for you.
Nate.
He nods.
She looks a little. Well, she looks like she doesn't know what to think of him.
What is your name?
Beastie 13.
He nods to this. I will commit that to memory.
Hmm.
Beastie, as you're watching him, he has a very blank face to him. Almost similar to Elvie's in the not showing emotion type way.
She'll then promptly stand. Fight me.
Why?
She likes to fight.
Me no can read you.
Is that a problem?
Yes.
Am I allowed to use anything at my disposal?
Yes.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
He will reach towards you faster than you really think anybody should be able to move, and barely touch your forehead, and you are paralyzed.
Well, she's most certainly paralyzed.
No,
Huh.
I don't think
Well-
that count. I don't think that counts, but she's technically incapacitated.
I mean, usually in fights when you're incapacitated, that means you lose, so. Oh, speaking of, Lizzie, do you have like a certain like environment you like to be in? Or like place? Like forest, mountains, things like that?
Sometimes my dad will take me out hunting. In forests and whatnot. He takes me anywhere he can when he isn't busy. And after a few seconds, Nathan will tap your forehead again, Beastie, and unparalyze you.
Beastie looks even more perplexed.
Was that sufficient?
No.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
I beat you. Technically. You were unable to move. You were incapacitated.
Yes, but me can read
could
you
just-
even less.
I guess you do know you could just ask him what he likes to do in his free time.
That's only tell hobbies.
I mean, obviously until it lets you know a lot about a person.
She looks back to me. What's our hobbies?
I tinker. Though I am on the city's council, so I have to handle meetings in certain situations like that. But mostly I am an inventor.
Similar to me, as he hands over like a small rock over to Blizzy, and when if she taps on it, it's going to pretty much play the sounds of the forest.
She looks it over, listens to it for a bit, and goes, "Nice trinket. Thank you."
You're welcome.
Oh. But yes, much like your friend here, I'm an inventor. In my spare time, I like to create things. And as the newspapers have already published, I have found a way to create a new source of ether.
What's a newspaper?
It is a pamphlet of paper that tells you noteworthy events, weather, and sports.
Oh. What's his
Yeah.
So this is the guy that Adel's looking for.
Yep.
Conveniently, though, it's also the guy that Elvie is looking for. which is why I specifically asked if she was coming.
I'm sorry, what?
Do what?
Beastie is asking 1,000 questions to the man that LV is looking for.
I was looking for someone?
Yes, you're looking for the man who created a new form of ether.
Oh, this is the fellow. Okay.
Yes.
I found it.
Also,
Oh,
eh,
also, for anyone who is unaware, news does stand for notable events, weather, and sports, by the way.
What?
Yes, that is actually what it stands for.
What the fuck?
What?
I
Makes
thought it
sense.
was just some weird acronym with
No.
Northeast, West, and South.
Notable
No.
events, weather, and sports, also known as the news.
News.
But wouldn't it then just be newest?
No, so whenever you use words like and the when doing acronyms, you just take those out whenever you're actually using the letters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The idea of newest is funny.
oh, I think Lizzie have to ask you guys something, and then he'll walk over here and then write. Usually, was tinkering to write on the table. Do you guys know of someone named Braga?
They look at it, and Maverick looks at you with a look of very big perplexed confusion, and Blizzard looks at it and then looks at you, and just very, very unsubtly goes, "Why are you talking about a crime lord?"
I was asked to find out some stuff about him, so I just figured you guys may know something. I'm not too good on looking into this kind of stuff, so I trusted your guys' opinion on it.
You shouldn't be trying to look into him. That's all I'm gonna say. And
Oh.
I noticed that LV has approached the half-elf.
Indeed.
Beastie is still questioning him. Like, what is ether?
Ether is a primal source of energy. It is the source of natural magics, kinetic energy, any type of energy that exists. Technically, ether is the precursor to it.
Technically, it is also the source of all life, is it not?
In a way, yes, but in much the same way that the sun is the source of all life. It produced the necessary elements for life to flourish, but life can exist without it as well.
Indeed. A
It is the
conduit for which life is born.
Yes, it is the reason as to why, for example, you, I presume, are unable to channel ether. You can live without it, technically.
Indeed. I can produce magical essence, but that is an entirely different matter. And on the subject of ether, I'm actually quite excited to meet you. I heard of your exploits in the news, that you discovered a entirely new form of ether that has yet been determined up until this point.
It was not so much found, I created it. But yes,
So a synthetic ether.
in a way, I suppose. Though the hypothesis was that dark ether was actually a synthetic version of the ether. With my research, I've actually discovered that dark ether was not synthetic. It is technically a natural source of energy. It was just one that was slowly but surely, in essence, bred out of the Deva when they existed. The inventor Iolidin actually found a way to recreate dark ether, but when he did, it surged as the universe tried to correct the imbalance of light and dark ether.
Fascinating. This is very fascinating. Could you tell me more, perhaps? I'm very fascinated. I come from far away, and my field of study is of ether in all of its forms. And since there is, in fact, now a new form created by yourself, I would very much like to learn about it.
I am happy to explain it to you. I pondered the balance of light ether and dark ether for a long while. I attempted mixing them much against my father's requests, simply because I was curious of the result. He explained to me an enemy that he ended up fighting that whenever light and dark ether mixed, it weakened the fabric of our reality to his reality. I have determined a safe place for me to be able to mix these two energies. And over the course of time, I have discovered that they actually merge well together if properly balanced and on the same frequency as one another.
And what kind of effects does the resulting fusion produce,
It,
if any?
it produces what I refer to as alpha ether. It
Fascinating.
is what I assume ether was before it became light ether and dark ether.
So, ether in its most primordial form.
Correct.
That is most fascinating.
Yes, I agree.
The, the this is groundbreaking. Actually, if you have indeed found a way to essentially recreate primordial alpha ether, then that branches back all the way to the beginning creation itself.
In a way, yes. It is more the beginnings of the Deva.
That is still absolutely remarkable.
I suppose, yes.
Forgive me for overstepping any bounds, but would it be possible to one day perhaps view your methods?
I will have to think on it. I am uncertain, given that that would have to occur within my lab, and my family is a bit paranoid of allowing new individuals, strangers, into the lab.
That is entirely fair. I only
Yes.
hope that I can prove myself worthy of viewing such a remarkable creation.
He tilts his head at how you phrase that and goes, "I don't understand as to why you say worthy."
Well, you yourself said that your family does not trust outsiders with such valuable information, and I want to prove that I am worthy of sharing in this knowledge without, being considered the, I guess, quote unquote, the wrong hands.
He just slowly blinks, giving you a very blank look, as if he's trying to figure out exactly what you're saying.
She's shy.
More, it's less shy, more. I do not know how to express myself at this current moment. I have trouble expressing emotions, and I am feeling very many at this very moment, and I do not know how to feel.
I also have difficulty showing my emotions.
Sit.
Oh, speaking of labs, Maverick, did you ever manage to talk to who you needed to talk to for me?
I tried talking to Mom, but she wasn't in a mood to listen at present moment. She was very upset about something.
Oh, everything okay?
She was just being petty. Everything's fine.
Huh, okay.
It's good enough for me.
Ooh, Mom.
Well, if you guys need any help with anything, let me know. We're probably gonna be here for a while, so.
Of course. You will be the first to know.
Who is Mom?
Oh, my mother is known as Waverly Bliss.
She slams her hands on the table.
He just slowly looks at your hand and then looks back up at you.
My drink.
Me try gets into her lab and got shooed away by big horny lady.
Please do not refer to my sister as horny lady.
Hornets. Z.
It's not much better, but okay.
She's so strong, but she no won't fight me. Also, wouldn't let me in over big fence.
It was there to keep you out.
Me want know what's inside.
Our laboratory.
Show me.
I can't.
Why?
It is up to Mother who can come in and go out.
You always listen to your mom?
Yes.
She looks surprised at this, and then thinks, there be children that always listen to parents? Me no think that possible.
I mean, doesn't what's his name always listen to his parent?
Prince?
Yeah?
No. He pretend to be Chimney.
You pretend to be what?
Chimney. You know, and she makes the motion of smoking.
I don't get it.
You know, big smoke coming from top of head.
Okay.
If you say so.
What she points at. Take me.
I can't.
Take me.
I can't.
You beat me and me stop asking.
What do you mean I beat you?
Right.
No.
Let me keep asking.
Okay, I'm still going to say no.
Just beat her ass and she'll leave you alone. She's weird.
I prefer not to fight.
Ah, boring. Why you and your sister no fight?
My sister has no problems fighting. She just didn't want to fight you because you were trying to break onto our property.
Wouldn't that not make her want to fight me more?
You weren't breaking into our property, you were trying to, and she stopped you.
Beastie, this is a civilized world. Things don't work like Goblin World.
She just sulks.
It is a world of laws and brains, not brute strength and flawed logic.
So many strong people no one fight me. Me insulted.
Because it could cause the destruction of the planet! Or uncountable deaths.
Me not that strong yet.
No, but they are.
It's also kind of rude to just ask people if they want to fight.
No, it's rude to fight without asking.
No, it's rude to do both.
No, silly.
Beastie,
No learned manners.
we have been over this. This is not your world. The rules are different. Here we have laws in place. There's probably a spot somewhere in here where you can fight and make money.
But it's another country.
Just pay attention. This is the first I've ever seen Otto look slightly annoyed.
Look, BC, just go around looking for a fighting ring. If you find one of those, there will probably be some 20 people minimum that are willing to fight you.
Maverick will look to you, Otto, and go, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah, everything's fine.
You
Just that
seem,
little...
you seemed irritated was all.
No, it's just that a lot of voices at once.
I think you're getting overwhelmed.
Ah, sorry, Odd.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna step outside for a little bit.
You want me to come with you?
Yeah, if you like.
Maverick will nod and follow you out.
Tauntaun's just gonna think for a moment, then just go, those two would make a cute couple. Beastie, don't you fucking dare.
Is that a dog?
I'm going to pretend that. I'm going to pretend
As
that.
Otto, as he's walking by, just looks to Maverick. Was that a dog behind Nathan?
Oh, yes, that's Nathan's pet, I think.
Oh.
Oh, that, just, I thought he was talking about the noise he made.
But for those of you who didn't notice until it was pointed out, it isn't a dog, it's actually a white wolf has walked up to Nathan, and Nathan has given him 2 pets while continuing to talk with LV.
LV will hesitantly attempt to do the same.
It will allow you.
Moves his entire arm. Never petting things again.
Sorry about him walking up. This is Cass, by the way.
It is all right. Animals are my friends. And
As in the
she'll-
talking wolf from the last campaign?
Hush.
And she'll crouch down and continue to give it pets.
Cass will allow this to happen and will look at you curiously.
I will continue the conversation with my apparently my new friend, while petting Big Wolfo.
Okay.
Good boy.
Well, since Tauntaun missed his chance to do a thing, he's just gonna start playing with the unknown potions.
Oh God.
Define playing.
Just kinda holding it in his hand and then swirling it around.
Roll sleight of hand.
Ah,
Oh, no.
shit.
Also, Jubilee, who all are you going to have with you during the meeting?
Well, it would make sense if I had at least the backup in Adel and Hubert.
Okay.
Who else could I have that's there?
The crazy man with a noble title.
You're in a bar.
Fuck.
He's only a phone call away.
The question is if Tauntaun would not say something when he shouldn't.
If he has his noble title on the line, he's told you guys that he acts a lot better.
I will say, I will be keeping Ophi away from this because he doesn't have as much restraint.
He's at the docks anyways. He wouldn't answer the call.
Mm,
Not unless you told him that you could get him in to meet Ares, at which point then he'll answer the call.
honestly, the only two that would probably be available are Adel and Hubert. Because Skilotis ain't going to do shit in that situation. Oh, George. George might be helpful, actually, too. Forgot George was not at the bar.
Yeah, he's got nothing planned. He's just chilling at the house.
So I'll have George with me, too, just in case. Doesn't hurt to have an extra sword on hand in case things go really bad.
In that kind of situation, Beastie would just say everyone should start fighting and the winner wins.
Yeah.
Whoever's
Fortunately, you're
left
at the bar.
standing at the end is winning.
All right. So, Tauntaun, you swirl the bottle, and as you do, it slips out of your hand and just falls onto the ground with the crash and shatter of glass.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile,
That's an omen. What an omen.
Halfway through the meeting,
they're not here yet. Don't mind them.
Oh.
oh no, Thanos.
All right.
Hmm.
So, Jubilee, you have been informed that they will be arriving soon, and thus you are led to the dinner table, which has a wide assortment of foods waiting for you all. You are sat at the head of the table, and what, Jay?
I don't know why I'm just envisioning this going like the Shrek 2 fucking thing with Shrek and the dad and Fiona's dad.
Aggressively trying to out-eat one another.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Tauntaun's not here to as soon as the argument happens at the end to go, Tauntaun! Because you know that would fit that situation perfectly. Exactly.
Patterson.
Hello.
I will, however, suggest that Hubert and Adel, if they have to take the seats closest to me. Excuse me.
I will choose not to sit.
Very well. Then I would just, I was going to say, yes, George should take the seat across from Adel then.
I find if I need to reacting while standing is far easier than sitting.
Fair enough.
Can I get you all refreshments? Codsworth asks.
Just water.
Yeah, same.
Would you like it to be spring water, ice water?
Ice.
Ice water.
Of course, he says, nodding, and bows ever so slightly, walks from the room and comes back with 2 glasses and a large pitcher of ice water and serves you both. And anything for you, Miss Jubilee?
Just a glass of wine to set the tone.
He will set a glass on the table and pour you some wine.
Thank you, Cogsworth.
You're welcome.
Jubilee just kind of swirls the wine in the glass, looking at it. Should be any second now that they arrive.
I must ask, why did you not ask for Garmin to be here?
Well, 2 reasons. One, I would really like Garmin to be near my mother in case this turns out to be a trick of some sort. And 2, this is for my mother said she's letting me handle this, so I will have my people with me if something does happen to go wrong.
And as you say this, the doors will open, and slowly 5 people will walk in. The person at the head being a very tall but lanky drow in a 3-piece suit wearing wearing a very stylish pitch black hat as he smokes from a cigarette on a long pipe and exhales, looking straight at you, Jubilee, as he slowly exhales the smoke and without a word walks to where he would be seated and sits down, with Darius taking the seat to his right, the bigger of the other three standing beside beside the man, the other two taking their seats as well.
Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to have you here. Can I offer you anything to drink?
Scotch, the head elf says, as the others will nod in agreement to that.
Jubilee will just nod to Cogsworth.
He's already serving them. And I do ask that you call me Barag.
Very well. Barag.
Never.
He
Shall we
will take a drag off of his cigarette as he's watching you, and you can already tell he is very unhappy to see you.
Shall we enjoy the meal first, or shall we just get down to business?
It's your dinner. You determine when things like that happen.
Well then, perhaps we should enjoy the first course then. This whole time she's like holding the wine in her hand, just swirling around and taking sips. Calmly.
So, the first round goes through. Everyone eats in relative silence, except for Hubert and the man that stands beside Barag. And
As in, they're not silent or they're not eating.
they're not eating.
I
And
like to assume it's a staring contest between the two.
it, in fact, actually is, as they both seem to be sizing one another up.
Once the first course is completed, Jubilee will just nod and say, "Hope you gentlemen enjoyed the first offering."
It was fine.
But perhaps we're delaying this a little too much.
Yeah,
She'll set down the glass.
we came here for business after all.
Of course. And I just wanted to show through this first course that we can at least leave hostilities at the door.
I have no reason to be hostile towards you yet. And unless you give me one, I'm hoping we will remain that way.
Then I shall get straight to the point. I understand that my previous fears and anxieties that led me to flee have caused a lot of problems. I understand that. So, I'm looking to see if there's another way we can rectify the situation.
Like,
If we're to treat this like some sort of ceasefire or merger, I don't know if a wedding is necessary for that. But something is required at least.
and what do you have in mind?
Well, if you're treating it like a business, why not just make a business agreement and just merge companies?
That ain't how it works. Because this ain't a company, it's a family. And you can't just merge families with a piece of paper.
Isn't that what a wedding certificate is?
You say that, but in the end of the day, we're all about. Both families are about making money.
That may be what your family is about. My family is for making money to provide for the family.
Right, but it still makes no sense if we're gonna constantly poke and prod at each other. It just hurts everybody in general. Nobody wins.
Only if I am getting poked or prodded back. I've been very careful to be the only one poking and prodding.
Yes, well, you know what they say. You poke the bear enough times, eventually he wakes up.
Which is exactly what I was doing. And it seems to have worked since you're back here.
Funny enough, that's only a coincidence. I came back on my own free will. Regarding a different situation.
He says as he smokes from his pipe, and says, regardless, it seems my intentions to lure you back here one way or another worked. And now here we are.
Lure me back.
Do you think I would be stupid enough to fight a family I couldn't beat without a reason behind it? I did it so that you would hear the news and come running back. When you didn't start coming back from the small things, I had to go a little bigger, but I never put my people in danger.
But who did you put in danger then?
Really didn't care about them enough, and ran away when you were supposed to hold up your end of a marriage. You clearly didn't care about your family enough to go through with it. And unlike your mama, I'm willing to punish you for such transgressions.
So you freely admit to get what you wanted. You poked and prodded and was trying to get my attention. You know, you could have just asked.
It's the funny thing. You kept wandering around. You kept making sure you never stayed in one place long enough for anybody to find you. So how could I ask you if you were constantly moving?
I'm
And
sure you have friends in high places.
as he says this, he slowly takes a drag on his cigarette and exhales and says, my resources to find you were used, and when I failed, I went to plan B.
And what was plan B?
Luring you
Yes.
back here by poking and prodding the proverbial bear.
Well, you got me here. Now what?
I want to hear what your offer is, because you still have yet to offer anything when you're the one trying to change the deal. All you've done is come here and say there has to be something else I can do, but you haven't
Well,
recommended anything.
give me an idea then. What do you want? Cause
At this, he slams his hand on the table and says, it's not about my decision. You are the one trying to change the terms of our agreement. My agreement is you marry this fine young man sitting to my right. If you don't want to do that, you need to offer something that is equal to or greater. It is not up to me. And I will not be lured into making an agreement when I'm not the one trying to break it.
Then why not just a partnership between families? An alliance. No marriage involved needed.
Because a partnership and alliance does not make a happy family. It makes business men and women. And the thing about businessmen is they will stab you in the back eventually.
How about we put a few more cards on the table then? I can't really stop what I'm doing, because there's whole worlds on the line trying to stop people from doing things. Is there anyone you're working with right now?
He just
Because
he just immediately squints at you and says, "Are you trying to suggest that I'm not doing this on my own?"
not that. Let me phrase this another way. Have you had anyone suggesting these ideas to you?
No. And even if I did, if it wasn't my idea, I wouldn't go along with it. I'm not
see.
going to have a man or a woman whisper in my ear, telling me their ideas and pretending it's my own.
Well, that makes me a little comfortable about one thing then.
You have caused me a great deal of disrespect, Julie, leaving my boy at the altar after you agreed to marry him. And on the day of his wedding, you were nowhere to be found, constantly moving across the goddamn continent to keep away from us. You did me a great disrespect that day. And I don't need a little devil on my shoulder whispering to get my revenge on you. I've already wanted that. But you were civil enough to ask for this arranged meeting. And Senate made it very clear that she was the one who demanded it be here. So, out of respect for her, I agreed to come here to talk to you. And all you're doing now is spouting some garbage, throwing it on my plate and expecting me to eat it up. You keep asking for a change, and yet you don't offer anything that will actually change. Making an alliance or a partnership won't stop us from being at one another's throats. We'll just be slightly less likely to pull the trigger. And that ain't good enough for me.
If it won't work for you, does it work for your men?
Does what work for my men? The alliance?
Jubilee just kind of looks at them.
They are looking at you, but they have their arms crossed.
If I am trying to offer a peaceful alliance, and not just out of a business sense, two families to watch each other's backs, and it doesn't require a marriage, would that still suffice for any of you?
They look at one another for a bit, and eventually, one by one, they each shake their heads no.
You see, I've come to learn something along my travels. That it's not always by blood ties that family is made. You look at the people that are surrounding me, you notice none of them are affiliated with the Ackerman family. Yet I consider them family to me. The alliance between these people is a bond I find extremely strong. So why can't Why can't your bond be strong just because you're not tied by blood?
Because your family has done nothing but been a thorn in my side and has been at my throats since I settled here. Unlike, presumably, with your group of friends, or family as you call them, my family has no such bond with yours. Your family has been my enemy since I set foot here. So why would I take the risk of your family betraying mine by pretending we're all chummy and friendly?
Because the betrayal doesn't fit my family either.
It doesn't fit with you. Your family will betray and cut the throats of anybody they need to ensure they stay on top. You can't speak for your family. You ain't the head. I can speak for mine because I am the head.
And would the next head also agree? Or is it just you don't care because you're always going to be the head?
If I ever die, Darius would take over for me. But if we had married, he would never have to worry and take that responsibility. Your mother would. We would just be over our districts. We would have to follow her orders if she ever gave them to us. But other than that, we would be able to continue existing without the looming threat of what's the equivalent of a child with a magnifying glass looking over an anthill.
You know, it's funny you make that analogy.
Hey, this is a 100-foot table.
Yes.
It's funny you make that analogy because it's more like an adult to an ant. We don't care. They don't care. You don't if you say that like that is, then why would they bother? You're not a threat.
Your family has always been a threat to mine. I have many scars from firefights that I have just barely managed to escape.
And I don't doubt that.
Then you shouldn't be saying that they ain't a threat
But
to me.
they wouldn't be a threat if you weren't impeding on their territory. It's less a human and an ant and more a vulture to a predator's territory.
That analogy don't work either. Because the vultures don't come in until the predator is done.
Yes, but if one gets overeager, they're usually chased off really quick.
I am tired of these analogies. I want to know what your plan is. You still have not recommended anything that I agree with. Nor have you recommended anything other than making this business deal, this partnership, that will undoubtedly end in betrayal once I lower my guard. I am making this perfectly clear. I don't trust your family. I don't trust your mama. I don't trust that were creature garment of yours either. I have watched that wereworm poison so many of my people. What's to say he didn't slip in some of his venom into my drink this evening, and I'll die on the way home.
Is the drink still on the table?
He has drank his drink.
Is there still some in it? Like even a little bit?
No.
Cogsworth, pour the man another drink.
Of course, he says and does so.
Jubilee will then just march on over to his side and take the glass he drank out of and just take a big sip out of it.
He does not look impressed by this.
If it's poison, then let me die by the same poison.
If it's poison, you'll be cured. I know your family has magic. I know that boy over there, he says nodding towards Hubert, has magic. I know that ultimately you being poisoned means jack shit.
If you won't have an alliance with my mother, at least have a forgiving statement for me. Not to do with the Ackerman family, but to do with me. What I did pretty much solidified that I only have a very tiny thread of a place here. And even that is on a delicate, just one snip away and I'm probably cut out entirely. I am doing everything I can just to make sure no more bloodshed on either side has to be shed.
You're doing everything except for what was agreed upon. He says, standing up, and follows up by going, I think we're done here.
You still got the marriage paper?
He looks to you before holding his hand out to Darius. And Darius will pull it out and hand it towards Barag. Yeah.
If I just sign that right here now, does that end everything? Does me just giving up let you finally have your peace of mind? And she's like staring directly into his eyes, determined to just stop this.
He will hold the paper out towards you and wait.
Jubilee.
Cogsworth, get Adel.
Can we talk for a second?
Jubilee will put up a finger and then go right to Adel.
I'll just quietly say to her, stop being so stubborn.
I'm just done with all this childish bickering.
Do you want to give up?
And stop being impulsive.
You're saying the same thing over and over again and they're not going to listen to you. You have to give them something else. Change your tactics. Unless you just want to give up. If you're just
then what do I give them?
You have to think about it. They're not going to give you the answer. I don't know what the answer is either. But if you're just going to give up, that's betraying yourself. They want peace of mind. And an alliance that only you promise is not going to give them that. They were doing this to poke the bear to get you here for some reason. Why would they want to speak with you and not with the head of the house? Think, Jubilee. What would you offer them?
You just gave me an idea.
She sits back.
Jubilee just marches back, takes the paper and looks like she's about to sign it. And it's like, before I do this, though, what if I could give you territory of all your own, and you wouldn't have to fight my mother's family over it?
He puts another cigarette into his elongated pipe before the man to his left lights it for him, and he takes a long drag and goes, "Go on."
There's a whole bunch of territory in a whole nother realm, completely undiscovered, completely free for the taking.
You talking weird magic mumbo jumbo?
A little bit, but if I could show you a place where you could run your own operations and do everything you wanted.
You'd want me to uproot dozens of families.
Not necessarily. See, I know my family, my mom's family, has a small connection to this territory, but it's not really their territory. It's just some place they go to. Now, if you convince to set up shop, you would run that territory.
But I would have to bring people there to hold it. You understand that my men and the women who work for me have families here. In order to set up shop there, I'd have to uproot dozens of families and take them there.
What if I told you there was a technology available that could just take you back and forth with ease?
He makes a hand motion for you to continue.
So apparently, this other territory can be accessed through some sort of portal generator. And if I gave you if, say, you had access to that tech, you could access that area.
Jubilee, roll a history check real quick. So, you don't remember the full extent of it, but you know that Garmin said that he gets that tech from Waverly. It's not something your family has access to, unless they can pay for it. Also, we're gonna have to call this pretty soon because Phenom has to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm trying. If I manage to find a way to get you access to that technology, you get your own territory, and both families are happy. You can work on some other alliance later without me, I don't care, but if I get you that tech, will that suffice as a proper apology?
I'll think about it. And he stands up before saying, "But I am not a patient man. You have 2 days. And if you do not deliver it to me in 2 days, I will need your yes or your no to my marriage of my son. Do you understand?"
I understand.
And he takes another drag and will walk past you as everyone stands up and gathers with him. Before they head out the door.
Well, I believe that will, once we get that, Jubilee looks like she's about to collapse from just sheer nerves.
Jubilee, not to add on to your stress, but how do you intend on talking to Waverly Bliss?
Possibly the Obidus approach.
And that means what exactly?
Slowly just teleport in and hope for the best. In the meantime, though, I think I'm gonna faint. Bud.
Hubert will watch her disappear under the table, and then look to Adel Sarday and go, "She is aware she only has 2 days, correct?"
Luckily for her, I have an idea.
I'm glad you do.
You should probably make sure that she didn't give herself a concussion.
The floor is carpeted, I'm sure she's fine.
If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you stick around to see more of what I make. Be seeing ya.